Corner is next after this short break on the U.S. Bank Niners Radio Network.
Puka, Bella, I'm sure you've noticed some changes.
Who are you talking to?
I'm just practicing for when I have to tell the dogs about the twins. You know, because they'll
be fine in the spacious third row seat.
But the twins
can sleep peacefully thanks to the rear manual sunshade.
And what about the
extra cargo space for strollers and dog beds?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Can we go to the hospital now? The contractions are getting closer.
The three-row Lexus TX, because everyone should feel like the center of the universe. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Gold Bar Whiskey's brand new canned cocktails now available for the first time ever. Introducing Double Gold, made in collaboration with 49ers legend Joe Montana. It's smooth, strong, and refreshingly crisp. Crafted with award-winning Gold Bar Whiskey and real orange, ginger, and lime juices, Double Gold is now available in Levi Stadium and quality retailers. Gold Bar Whiskey, the official whiskey of the San Francisco 49ers. 8% alcohol by volume. Please enjoy responsibly.
Go for the win at Grayton Resort and Casino. Experience California's premier entertainment destination with luxurious accommodations, world-class spa, live entertainment, and the hottest slots and table games. Plus, a spring 2026 expansion featuring non-smoking gaming, signature restaurants, and an immersive sports bar. Perfect for game day gatherings and unforgettable nights out. Turn every play into a win. Right in the heart of Sonoma wine country. Grayton Resort and Casino, proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Dignity Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco 49ers and Levi Stadium. On or off the field, our doctors, nurses, and care teams work together to help our patients feel their best. From emergency and advanced cardiac services to maternity, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. We're your partner in health and wellness. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
When you own your own business, you need to keep things moving. Need to book a last-minute flight? Earn a $300 travel credit to cover that. Need to take a meeting before takeoff? Do it from the comfort of the Chase Sapphire Lounge by the club. Need to catch your breath before you board? Done. With $2,500 in annual value, the new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business is the card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank and member FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
Black Friday weekend is here. Once a year, you get the lowest prices on the top-rated brands of TV. Samsung, LG, and Sony TVs at stupid prices. You don't have to buy a no-name doorbuster TV with poor picture when you can get a good one for a few dollars more. Where's the best place to shop for these top brands? At Video Only, the only place where you can get better than Black Friday deals on Samsung, LG, and Sony. Better than clubs, better than online. Before you buy, check out the deals at Video Only, because if you don't, you'll be sorry.
The Racketing pregame show continues, and this is the Kyle Shanahan Show.
Brock needs to keep playing how he's always played and continue to get better, like everyone does. The way he works, who he is as a man, what he's put on film, what we see every day, he will keep getting better.
Sponsored by Racketing, rewarding the faithful.
We got a chance to do something this year, man. We got 2 wins in a row. All right, how many can we keep stacking? And when I look at this game, some big-time plays. How much better can we be and harder ourselves? All right, when we do play pretty damn good.
Now here's the head coach of your 49ers, Kyle Shanahan.
All right, 49ers fans, back in Cleveland on the 49ers pregame show as we get ready for Week 13 against the Browns. Matt Mayoko sat down with 49ers general manager John Lynch earlier this week and started by asking what he expects to see from Brock Purdy today after a 3-interception game on Monday night against Carolina.
I expect him to do just that, bounce back. I think back to, I think it was 23, Baltimore on a Monday night, had a rough game with 4 interceptions. I think the following week we went to Washington, and he played a really aggressive, efficient game where he was clean with the ball. So we've seen Brock in a very similar situation. I think the bigger challenge for Brock is not what happened last week. It's who he's facing this week. This is a really good defense in Cleveland. I think we've faced some really good fronts, Houston, but I think Cleveland probably takes it a notch further because the back end is so good. Houston, they each present challenges, but then the elements as well. So could be some challenges that are bigger than what happened last week because Brock has proven to be able to bounce back fairly well.
So what does he have to do just to get back on track and put that game behind
Play
him?
within the scheme. I think the encouraging thing, if you want to look for positives, he went the right place with the ball against Carolina. It just sometimes was a little late with where he was going and didn't throw the ball the way he should have thrown it or wanted to throw it. So I think those things are very fixable. I think where you really worry is, oh, shoot, he's not seeing it right. He's going the wrong place in the read. On any of those, that wasn't the case. He was just probably a little late and needs to be a little more decisive. Sometimes that can come from not playing for a while. But he's got to fix it. He knows that, and I've got all the confidence in the world. We have all the confidence in the world that he will.
So you talked about that challenge. I mean, the Cleveland Browns, second in the league in yards allowed, second in sacks. Myles Garrett is one of the hottest defensive players, the hottest defensive player in the NFL right now. How about your offensive line? How does that match up with them? What do they have to do to keep this offense on track?
Yeah, it's a great challenge for our offensive line, for our offense. I've been really excited with the way our offensive line's been coming together. They're playing at a high level, so I think a tremendous matchup. I mean, you'll see some Myles Garrett on Trent Williams, but it's more than just Myles Garrett. It's a collective mindset for how Jim Schwartz defense plays. It is attack all the time. Imagine Chris Cassera coaching every level of a defense. That's what you get with Jim Schwartz defenses. They attack. They're extremely aggressive. So that means you're going to have some negative plays. Hopefully it means that there's opportunity for big plays. And I think we just have to protect the football, understand that you're going to have some negative plays, and then hopefully we can find a way to make some big plays. The biggest thing, I think, with this type of game, with what might happen with the weather, is you got to play clean with the ball. You got to hold on to it. You got to protect it because real easy to get sloppy in these type of games.
On your offensive line, does it feel like you found some answers there with the combination of Barch and Burford at left guard?
You guys are playing well. Yeah, and I think sometimes I always think back to early in my career before I became a full-time starter. It was a good way to enter the league, and both those guys have played a lot of football, Spencer especially, but I think right now, until someone takes it, that rotation seems to be working. And they're both almost playing equal snaps, and no one has just come out and said, that's my job, because they're each playing well. So we'll keep that going, and it seems to be working.
So Christian McCaffrey leads the league in receptions, leads the league in rushing attempts, and now you have Brian Robinson Jr., who's getting a little bit more involved. So down the stretch of the season, how do you see those two being able to complement each other?
I think that's a great word, complement, because I think they're a great complement. Christian does everything well. He can run with power. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He's elusive as well, and he's got the speed to break the big one. And then to have a little bit more of a punishing, a bigger back, just kind of gives a different rhythm to a defense. That's tough from having faced that in my career. And Christian's such a special player who's going to hit you in so many ways. Brian's really, I think his comfort level. You're starting to see it with our offense, how we do things. It takes a while for guys to kind of adjust to that. Brian's really hitting his stride, and I think it's really a nice compliment that hopefully we can take advantage of even more so.
Before we get much further, I do want to ask you about Brandon Ayuk. The guaranteed money in his contract for next year has been voided. Just how would you characterize right now the relationship and where things stand between the 49ers and Brandon Ayuk?
Yeah, Brandon's rehabbing. He's trying to get back on the field. Some things were reported this week that happened a long time ago, and I think both sides probably have moved on from that. There are things that happen. There's basic rules, team rules, league rules. I can tell you as a team, we don't have many. The ones we do are very important to us, and when they're not adhered to, this is the first time it's happened in our tenure, we felt like we had no other recourse as to exercise those things. And we have, like I said, we've moved on from it. We want nothing more for Brandon to come back and be a part of this team because he's a really good football player, and he's done a lot for our team, and we're very appreciative for that. We're better when he's on the field. Our guys have done a tremendous job of picking up the load when he's been gone, and so we have enough, but it'd sure be nice to add another piece.
All right, that's John Lynch, and we'll have more with the general manager, John Lynch, next on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
The 49ers have teamed up with Rakuten to reward the faithful. You can earn 10% cash back on official 49ers merch online and in stadium. This is how we explain it to diehard football fans. Double right, purple shoe, 10% cash back on 49ers gear for you. It's free to join and easy to sign up. Red Stallion on 3. Go to Rakuten.com/shop49ers and sign up for free. And you can earn cash back at stores you love. That's amazing. I'm going to join after this play. Hike!
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 3.99% financing or a low-cost lease on the capable 2025 RAV4. Or get a low-cost lease on the sporty 2026 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid or the fuel-efficient 2026 51 MPG Camry. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium-rated credit ends 12/1/25.
49ers fans know the importance of a winning strategy on the field. Off the field, Dignity Health is here to help you develop your winning playbook for living a happy, healthy life. Our award-winning hospitals and care sites are supported by a lineup of 50,000 doctors, nurses, and extended care teams. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. The official healthcare partner for the San Francisco 49ers and Levi Stadium. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want, Tire Rack makes it easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and the best selection of tires. Go to TireRack.com to see their exclusive test results, tire ratings, and consumer reviews. And be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com. The way tire buying should be.
The holiday rush starts here at your California Ford dealers. The Ford Black Friday Sell-a-thon is on. It's 4 days only of some of our best offers across the entire Ford lineup. From America's best-selling Ford F-Series trucks for 48 years, the legendary F-150 and Super Duty. The Bronco family of SUVs for those who don't wait for adventure to begin. All-electric standouts like the Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning. And Explorer and Escape, the perfect balance of comfort, capability, and everyday versatility. Get ready to power through whatever the season brings in a Ford. But don't wait. These Black Friday Sell-a-thon savings are here for 4 days only. The clock's ticking, the lots are moving, and these are the season's biggest savings on an incredible selection of Ford vehicles. Rush in before the Sell-a-thon and the savings are over December 1st. Get to your California Ford dealers today. Claim based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year industry reported total.
Welcome back to Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland ahead of a Week 13 matchup against the Cleveland Browns. But first, we continue with 49ers General Manager John Lynch, who talks about the strong performance by the 49ers defense versus Carolina and how Robert Saleh's group can carry that over to today.
Yeah, just good, solid, fundamental football. We know with Robert Saleh, he's going to put us in good position and his coaching staff to make a lot of plays. But what I saw was a defense that was really tied together. Rush and coverage were working together. The element of a little bit of disguise, I thought it was tremendous. And I thought for the most part, we tackled really well. We were good in our zones. When we played man-to-man, we were tight on that. Although we only had one sack, I felt like we pressured Bryce throughout the night and kind of put him under duress. And so if we can continue to do that, that will be a good thing. And the turnovers have been coming. That's a big part of success in today's football. It always has been. There's a huge correlation. We're starting to generate those turnovers. Like they say, when they come in bunches. And we need to keep that going.
So rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders making his second NFL start. His first start was last week against the Raiders. What did you see in that as far as the challenges that he posed for your defense?
Yeah, I think you got to see a lot of his talent on display. He's a very talented thrower of the football. And he can do so in the pocket, but he can also do outside of the pocket. So I think you saw them try to manage a game, a lot of relying on the run game to have a lot of success, which the Cleveland has always kind of done under Kevin Stefanski. A lot of screen passes. So they aren't trying to put it all on Shedeur, but at a certain point, he's got to go make a play. He's fully capable of doing that. Really talented kid. We got a lot of respect for his game and for the Browns and the challenge we have ahead of us.
So you mentioned the takeaways that the defense generated. No takeaways this season any bigger than Jair Brown coming through with a couple of big plays. And this is a guy who didn't start the season in the starting lineup. So what has he done to get himself back out there on the field making plays like he did Monday night?
I think handled stuff like a pro. Early this season, I know Jair was frustrated. He was injured throughout the offseason, had a surgery, came in. Some other guys were playing well. Siegel and Pennock were starting. Jair handled it so well, embraced his special teams role in helping the team in any way, but also was eager to get back on that field and have an opportunity at safety. That finally came, and he's really taken advantage of it. The other night, I think, was just kind of the culmination, representation of all the work he's been putting in, and I thought you saw a player coming out. When we watched him at Penn State, way back to Lackawanna Community College, the guy was a
what's
ball
the name
hawk.
of that community
Lackawanna. He's always been a ball hack. He led the nation in interceptions at the junior college level at Lackawanna, and then at Penn State in 2021 led the nation in interceptions. And we saw it some his rookie year. I think in the Super Bowl he had an interception. And it's great to see him out there. And I thought he did two things. He made game-changing plays, but then he tackled extremely well, which to me is a game-changing play in space. Those are hard tackles, and he's just playing at a really high level. He's starting to see the game extremely well. And now the challenge, I tell Jair is, let's do it again next week. And so you become a force to be reckoned with when you can replicate that game after game. Not that he's going to have 2 picks in every game, but can you be a force, something that they have to be aware of and account for you? Otherwise, you're going to cause problems. That's his next step, and excited to see him take on that challenge.
I mean, we all know your background. Do you spend a little bit more time or watch those safeties a little bit closer than other positions?
I do. You see me at training camp and throughout the offseason, I stand back behind those guys. That's where my eyes see the game the best, not just Jair and the safeties, but the entire defense. But it gives me a really good vantage point. Got a great relationship with our safeties and defensive back coach, Danny Bullocks, who played in the league himself. So he's a tremendous resource. But anytime the guys have questions, sometimes throw film on with them. And, it's a fun part, kind of sharing some of my experiences with them.
If I had asked you about special teams a year ago, probably wouldn't be the same tone that I'm going to ask this question about, because everything is really positive this year, from Sky Moore and Brian Robinson in the return game to the consistency at kicker. So what's impressed you most about just the improvements that phase of the game has made this season?
Probably the improvement. We didn't start out great. We had some struggles early on, but it feels like we've gotten a little bit better each and every week. I believe we have the #1 kickoff return team in football. That's exciting. This new dynamic kickoff gives you an opportunity to really change the game with that play, and we've been taking advantage of it. Sky, I think anyone could see. I had people, on the streets of Los Gatos and Los Altos saying, man, that kid's close to hitting it, because you could see every time he was going 100 miles an hour. Those are the type of guys that have success. They don't slow down. They hit it, and he would get like look like a car crash, getting undercut, but you felt it. You felt like he was so close. And Brian Robinson as well, we put him back there. He's doing a tremendous job if he doesn't have the ball, blocking for Sky, but then when he gets the ball, he's taking a couple back. So it's been really fun to watch. I think we're making our kicks, which is the entire operation, John Weeks, Thomas Morstead, and I think we're just playing really solid football. I give Brant Boyer a lot of credit, and his coaching staff, and Colt Anderson and Ronnie Blair. Those guys are doing a really good job, but our players are embracing the success and trying to make our special teams, instead of a liability, which sometimes it's been, making it a weapon that you got to deal with.
All right, so you guys are 8-4, 5 games left in the season. How do you view just what's happened for you guys to get to this point, and then what this team is capable of for the rest of the year?
Well, the biggest thing is we got to take care of business against Cleveland, because then we have a much needed and long awaited bye. I've never felt anything like this. Week 14. But we know that we can't think about the bye right now. We got to think about going to Cleveland, handling our business, hopefully coming home with a win. Then we can really enjoy a bye, kind of rest up and get ready for a strong close to this season. We put ourselves in good position, which is exciting, but we got so much work to do. And that just makes it all exciting. When you're playing good football, when you're in it this time of year, that's a great thing. And to think about, I think the word that probably resonates with me is resiliency. We've been through a lot as a team. I think the resiliency of our players, of our coaches, I think Kyle and his coaching staff have been magnificent. Just kind of saying, okay, who do we have at our disposal? Let's put them to work. And our players have embraced that as well. So really excited and proud of our entire organization, but we got work to do.
All right, gearing up for Game 13. The Niners on the road here in Cleveland against the Browns. In today's 49ers pregame show, we'll continue with a look at the injury report and last-minute changes. That is next on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Hey, it's me, San Francisco All-Pro tight end George Kittle here. I may not have always been a pro athlete, but I have been decked in Levi's since I was just a little kiddo. Both my parents rocked Levi's when I was growing up, so I did too. We were always really active as a family, so our clothes needed to be comfortable and functional. And you know what? That's still true today, which is why I stay stocked up on all my favorites. Head over to Levi.com or your nearest Levi's store to find yours.
Just like a strong run-pass offense, a trip to California's Great America, the official theme park of the 49ers, is always a touchdown. Every visit scores big with iconic ride thrills for the whole family, plus kid-sized fun at Planet Snoopy. Niners fans can explore over 50 attractions made for everyone to enjoy. Grab a Gold Pass today for unlimited visits, free parking, and access to over 40 Six Flags parks, valid through 2026. Get your tickets or passes today at cagreatamerica.com. Have you been hurt or injured? If so, call Venardi Zurada, your faithful Bay Area injury attorneys fighting for justice. A local law firm with a winning reputation who only gets paid if you win. Call Venardi Zurada at 1-800-JUSTICE for your free consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Let Venardi Zurada fight for the compensation you deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE for your free no-obligation consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Venardi Zurada, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers. Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want, Tire Rack makes it easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and the best selection of tires. Go to TireRack.com to see their exclusive test results, tire ratings, and consumer reviews. And be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com. The way tire buying should be.
Hi, I'm Andy, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As a product development manager, I make sure every piece of fine jewelry at Shane Company is meticulously designed for quality. From 14-karat gold chains, pearl necklaces, diamond studs, and of course, dream engagement rings. We know you can get your holiday gifts anywhere these days, but knowing your loved one's gift was crafted by master jewelers? It's a difference everyone can see and feel, no matter the price. All of our fine jewelry begins with a vision by our in-house designers. Then, we ensure each piece meets our high-quality standards every step of the way, including the smallest details. It's why our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive, free lifetime warranty that covers everything and doesn't cost a dime. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend wants your fine jewelry to be nothing short of perfect. Come see for yourself. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Faithful, kickoff is just minutes away, and this is the Rakuten 49ers pregame show.
Durendo next to Purdy, going to run a route of the backfield pressure. Purdy going to throw up the left sideline. Durendo open! He's got it! Down the sideline with a big explosive there!
Time for last-minute changes. Sponsored by Provident Credit Union. Score big with Provident Credit Union's Pick-a-Term Certificate. Lock in high rates at ProvidenceCU.org. And by Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service. We can fix that. Once again, here are Jack Smith and Tim Ryan.
All right, faithful, the 49ers have taken the field with some boos here in Cleveland as we get ready for Week 13. Let's get to the last-minute changes. Not a lot for the 49ers, who are getting a little bit healthier, but Sam Okawano, the defensive end, is out today. Robert Beal will look to take his spot. The 49ers trying to get pressure against Shadur Sanders and this Browns offensive line.
Yeah, and look, they got to contain Sanders, keep him in the pocket, and then hit him. He's only thrown 36 passes as a professional. He's been sacked once every 12 pass attempts. And the Browns' offensive line have had challenges in pass protection all year long, allowing 30 sacks. Now, conversely, the 49ers only have 13 on the year collectively. But I love Bryce Huff's matchup in this game. He's got to finish when he gets there. I think he is going to be able to get there today, though.
Already 4 games down. This look around the NFL is sponsored by United Airlines. The week of Thanksgiving, 3 games on Thursday and 1 on Friday. 2 big ones went down in the NFC with the Packers beating the Lions. Good fourth down magic for Green Bay, a 31-24 win. And the Bears upset the Eagles on the road at 24-15. That'll do it for today's 49ers pregame show. It's the 49ers and the Browns. Kickoff is coming up in minutes, right after these messages.
Gold and silver are at record high prices. Las Vegas Jewelry and Coin Buyers pays cash for gold jewelry, gold and silver coins, sterling flatware, and fine watches. Take advantage of the gold and silver high prices at Las Vegas Jewelry and Coin Buyers. 1405 West Sunset at Stephanie Street in Henderson. 702-547-1670. That's 702-547-1670. Or online at topvegasbuyer.com. That's topvegasbuyer.com. Las Vegas Jewelry and Coin Buyers. 1405 West Sunset at Stephanie Street.
From the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, you're listening to San Francisco 49ers football on AM 670, KMZQ, Las Vegas.
What if everything you thought about aging was misguided? What if your best chapter hasn't even started yet? Meet Marla Letizia, a nationally recognized speaker who's shattering expectations and helping audiences unlock the power within. From mastering longevity to reigniting purpose to building bridges across 5 generations in the workplace, Marla's message is clear.
You are not too old, you are not too late, and you are absolutely not finished.
She brings proven steps to expand your mindset, elevate your health, deepen your relationships, and communicate across generations with confidence. Marla's passion is personal, her story is real, and her impact is unforgettable. So if your event needs energy, authenticity, and transformation, book Marla Letizia today at speakermarla.com. That's speakermarla.com. Marla Letizia. Shatter expectations. Live amazing in your long life era.
Yo! Sorry, man. I took an upper to stay awake. My heart started pounding, so I took a downer to take the edge off. Honestly, I feel worse now.
What? One of my friends overdosed after mixing drugs like that. I don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah, I definitely won't be doing that again.
Well, let's stay online for a bit so I know you're okay.
Yeah, man. Bet. Let's go.
There is no safe way to mix drugs. Learn more at cdc.gov/stopoverdose.
Wayne Allen Root here from Mastriani's, the best Italian food I've ever eaten in my life. Better than my favorite Italian restaurants in New York. Mastriani's has been family owned and operated by my buddy P. Mastriani for over 25 years. And the food, oh my gosh, bellissimo. Mastriani's features live action cooking, the freshest, finest quality seafood selections, salmon, sea bass, halibut, scallops, and clams, steaks to die for, and homemade desserts. Mastriani's feeds the who's who of Las Vegas, including celebrities from TV, movies, and sports. It's where the elite meet to eat. They televise NFL games Monday and Thursday nights. Enjoy a great dinner while watching the big games. Book your holiday party at Mastriani's or have them cater the party at your place, and be sure to stock up on Mastriani's gift cards for Christmas. Mastriani's is at 3330 South Hualapai Way near Desert Inn. Call for reservations 702-367-7511. That's 367-7511. Mastriani's is bellissimo.
Ladies and gentlemen of the faithful, San Francisco 49ers football is on the air.
The juice breaks loose.
Touchdown! San Francisco!
Go 3, 1, 2, 3. Sponsored by Levi's. Live in Levi's. And by Pepsi, official partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Intercepted by Fred Warner.
Pick City, baby. Absolutely love that.
Live from Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio, here are Jack Smith and Tim Ryan.
On the banks of Lake Erie and off the back of Thanksgiving, the 49ers aim for a Week 13 win on the road here in Cleveland to try and get to 9-4. Everybody standing up for the national anthem, and today's national anthem is presented by Pepsi, official partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Performing the anthem is Max Stack. We are not far from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame here in Cleveland. Tim, this city rocks out a little bit.
Jack Stack's got it going on. He was here last time we were here a couple of years ago. Absolutely rips. George Kittle's down there giving him a fist bump.
He is. This is a city that the Niners have not had success in all time. Just 3-11 in Cleveland, trying to win here for the first time since 1984. That team was pretty good, huh?
Yeah, not bad, obviously, and that was a blowout that day. And I think the week before, Joe Montana had thrown for 3 or 4 interceptions. So, translate that to this week. Of course, Brock, not good last week with the 3 interceptions and the late throws. That can't happen today. It's going to be a challenge with the weather conditions. And the 49ers have not won in this stadium. Of course, it's not the old stadium. Same site. I think this stadium was built in 1999.
They're walking out for the coin toss. A Week 13 matchup between the 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. The Niners standing at 8-4. The Browns fresh off a win last week at 3-8. It'll be the first home start for Shadur Sanders. As we mentioned, Brock Purdy on the road after his 3-interception performance. George Kittle, the rest of the Niners, tapping up the Browns at midfield for the coin toss.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. For today's coin, we have heads and tails. I need your option, heads or tails.
We're going to go tails.
Tails is the call. It's tails.
We're going to take the ball.
You're going to receive. Which direction will you kick? All right, turn around. San Francisco will receive. Gentlemen.
All right, we will see Brock Purdy and the Niners offense first. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the U.S. Bank San Francisco 49ers Radio Network.
From the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, you're listening to San Francisco 49ers football on AM 670, KMZQ, Las Vegas.
Today's Game Time and Temperature is sponsored exclusively by Stevens Creek Lincoln. Experience luxury on your terms at Stevens Creek Lincoln. Buckle up and drive safely. Kickoff coming at 1:02, and the weather outside is frightful. It is 34 degrees outside. The wind chill has it feeling like 8 degrees here at Huntington Bank Field, and wind gusts could be up to over 40 miles an hour in this game. Tim, that will make it tough on offenses, but the Niners are confident. They want the ball first.
Yeah, ground and pound, and they're going to have some wrinkles in the run game. Jim Schwartz has had a lot of success against Kyle, anticipating what they're going to do and the motions and the formations, and done a good job against the run. So they're going to have some wrinkles in the run game, and already a wrinkle. I can't remember the last time the 49ers won the toss and elected to start on offense and given the Browns, and who knows what went into that decision, but we're going to start. What a great matchup as the 49ers 10th ranked offense against this Browns defense that's absolutely humming.
10 sacks last week, one shy of a single-game franchise record. They got Geno Smith 10 total times, and the Niners will have to contend against that defensive front, as well as Myles Garrett, maybe the best player in the entire NFL, certainly the best on defense this year. Andre Schmidt, the kicker for the Browns in the brown uniform with his orange helmet, lines the football up with a 35. He will kick from left to right. Sky Moore, Brian Robinson Jr. back to return for the 49ers. Sky Moore retreats, fields it at his own 1 along the right sideline to the 10 of the 15, cuts outside the right numbers of the 20, slips a tackle to the 25 and tackled right on the right number NFL logo at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Niners will start. The 49ers starting offensive lineup is sponsored by Levi's, fit for an icon. The quarterback, Brock Purdy, walks out 4 starts. He is 3-1 this year, but 7 interceptions to 8 touchdowns, and 3 of those interceptions coming last week. Beyond Brock, all eyes on the offensive tackles with this Cleveland pass rush. Trent Williams, the 11-time All-Pro at left tackle, and a homecoming for the right tackle, Colton McKivitz, who has his jersey retired and a mural painted at Union Local High School in Ohio. Purdy line. Up, use check in motion, McCaffrey the back, under center snap, play action, throw down the right side, caught by Juszczyk at the 45, and outside the right numbers, he's tackled out of bounds, just shy of the 50. It's a play action shot for the Niners, and a gain of 23.
Already love the wrinkle because Kyle Juszczyk is so open all the time early in games. A lot of people don't even cover him, and the 49ers start out with play action, having him run a corner route. Nobody's even close to him, and Brock Purdy put it right on the money outside of the safety, Ronnie Hickman, trying to lock up and cover it.
Back under center, 1st and 10 from the 48. Another play action fake. Purdy rolling out right, has Jawan Jennings in the flat. Hitches, just tosses it down the right sideline, and that is out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Brock Purdy did not throw Tim beyond 10 yards in the second half all of last week, and Kyle Shanahan comes out with a shot on the first play.
Yeah, and a lot of it was the reads defensively, and then a big part of it was, of course, the 3 interceptions in the first half of that football game. So love the first play, and love Brock's decision right there on the keeper play. Nobody open, well defended, feathered it as long as he could, and then threw it out of bounds.
Purdy back under center in the icy white uniforms. Brings Juszczyk in motion to the left. 2 receivers right, McCaffrey the back. Another play action fake. Brock dropping back to pass. Pressure from Myles Garrett. Rolls him right. Dumps down a screen for Christian McCaffrey. Along the right sideline, he stood up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got back there to the 48. But again, shy of the 50. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, and with those wide 9 technique, Cleveland Browns will keep everything in the middle of the field. And there's no way Brock Purdy can get outside on this little waggle. Looks like there was some confusion with Ricky Pearsall coming across the formation. Christian's able to get a couple of yards out of it, but here we go. 3rd and 9. 49ers, number 2 in the NFL in 3rd down offense. The Browns, the 3rd best 3rd down defense.
49ers convert 46% of the time. They've got 2 receivers left and 1 right. Purdy in the shotgun. Play clock winding down to 1. Brox gets the football belt high. He's back to pass in a clean pocket against a 4-man rush. He throws left, a little errant for George Kittle near the line of scrimmage of the 50. Incomplete, and the Niners forced to punt after the big first play.
Yeah, 4-man rush, drop 7, and absolutely nobody open. That's what the Browns do. They lock down coverage man-to-man, and George Kittle's going to hang in for a second. Gets a little hand on Myles Garrett and then releases and is immediately picked up by the safety, Grant Delpit.
Thomas Morstead on to punt. He was keeping the legs warm with the tearaway pants earlier. Now he's in the road pants. Gets the football, boots a high, wobbling kick. Fair catch called for and made at the 13-yard line along the left numbers, and that is where the Browns will start. Larvidan brings it in. Shedeur Sanders coming out next to make his first career home start for the Browns. It's 0-0, 13-12 to play first quarter on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Imagine being the wizard of your home. With Xfinity Wi-Fi, you can boostify speeds for the moments that count and magically pause Wi-Fi to any device. And now you can cast a spell to stop time and keep your internet bill the same for 5 years with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. Equipment included, no contracts or commitments. Xfinity, imagine that. And see Wicked for Good, only in theaters November 21st. Restrictions apply, select plans only.
Traditions are a funny thing. That's why we tailgate in the pouring rain, wear full body paint, and refuse to wash that lucky jersey. And just like in football, tradition is what inspires us to make our masa and Tostitos the traditional way. Starting with whole corn kernels, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Crafted for that perfect crunch. Tostitos, tradition matters. The official chip and dip sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers. Go for the win at Grayton Resort and Casino. Experience California's premier entertainment destination with luxurious accommodations, world-class spa, live entertainment, and the hottest slots and table games. Plus, a spring 2026 expansion featuring non-smoking gaming, signature restaurants, and an immersive sports bar. Perfect for game day gatherings and unforgettable nights out. Turn every play into a win. Right in the heart of Sonoma wine country. Grayton Resort and Casino. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
In the heart of the Bay, where the echoes of victory and the thrill of last-second touchdowns live on, Levi's stands proudly with the San Francisco 49ers. For a decade, we've shared the same field, the same passion, and the same pursuit of progress on and off the field. From the historic catches to the unforgettable comebacks, Levi's has been there through it all. Craft your own Niners legacy in Levi's. Visit Levi.com or your nearest store. Here's to the next chapter. Niners faithful.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Back here from Cleveland, it's 1st and 10 Browns as Shedeur Sanders takes the field for his first career home start, the 5th-round pick out of Colorado. After a win last week against Las Vegas, Browns forced to punt. They've got 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line. Shadur Sanders in the shotgun. Judkins to his right, the back. Takes the snap. Play action fake. Rolls out right. Throws to Jerry Jeudy. Makes the catch, tapping his toes down at the 19-yard line along the right sideline, and plastered out of bounds by Diamador Lenore. Today's 49ers starting offensive and defensive lineups sponsored by Levi's. Fit for an icon. Lenore and Bernardo Green, the two corners. They will need to play up today on this Cleveland receiver room that is a little bit depleted.
Well, they didn't play up on that play. Diamador Lenore and playing deep, off and soft, and Jerry Jeudy is going to take an easy 7 yards over on the sideline.
Now 2nd down and 3, clock under 13 minutes. Sanders going under center in his orange cleats. Looks out at a 5-man front. Takes the snap, hands off to Quinshon Judkins. Running right side. He's got the first down along the right hash. Bangs his way down to the 25 before he's tackled. Judkins, the 3rd-round pick out of Ohio State, is the leading rusher among all NFL rookies, and he's got 6 on his first touch.
Yeah, and very capable of getting 10-plus yard runs. And Kalia Davis played it really well. He got some good press, but Keon White just got thrown out of the club, out on the perimeter by their right tackle, Jack Conklin. That opened the door for Judkins.
Judkins on the right hip of Sanders in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Sanders takes the snap, handoff to Judkins up the middle, tries to slip a tackle, and he's pulled down right near the line of scrimmage after a gain of 2 along the right hash. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, good job by Curtis Robinson right there as they try to run the draw. And that's a challenge on linebackers now because the tight ends and the free offensive linemen can go cover up the linebackers. Curtis Robinson, good read, getting downhill in the gap and only allowing 2 yards.
Second career start for Robinson, playing with Tatum Bethune out with injury. 2 backs in the backfield, including Dylan Sampson, who motions out right. Shotgun snap for Shadur Sanders. Throws into the flat for Judkins on 2nd and 8. Makes the catch. Scurries through a tackle past the 30. And along the left sideline is tripped up after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down and medium.
49ers will see 6 screens, I think, minimum in this game. And Judkins is good at him. Dylan Sampson, the rookie 4th-round pick, also very good at him. Easy throw there for Shadur Sanders. They get Bryce Huff chopped down. He's trying to get into that throwing lane, and Judkins is able to get about 6 yards on the play.
First 3rd down for the Browns and Shadur Sanders. He lines up in the shotgun with a bunch of receivers right. Njoku, the tight end, alone to the left. 3rd down and 4 from his own 33. Shotgun snap for Sanders. Drops back to pass against a 3-man rush. Just lofts one deep over the middle, and he overshoots Jerry Jeudy. He had him at the Niners' 40-yard line along the left hash. Could have been a touchdown, but Sanders put a little too much mustard on it to bring up 4th and 4.
And he is throwing right into the wind, and that is far too much time for any quarterback. Shadur Sanders, they end up sending pressure. D. Winters comes right up the middle. They run a little stack set out to the right. There is no pressure on Shadur Sanders. And it looked like Jair Brown got rubbed off a little bit on that post route by Jeudy. He just flat out overthrew him, or that's 6 points.
52-yard bomb last week for Sanders. His first deep shot today is incomplete. So a left-footed punt for Corey Bojarquez from his own 33. Sky Moore back to return from the 18. He catches it in stride, runs along the right hash, and breaks free past the 35. Turning around the punter at the 40-yard line of Cleveland. Down the left sideline to the 30, to the 20, and wrestled out of bounds to the 15. One of the best return men in the NFL in 2025 has another breakaway return and sets up the Niners offense in the Toyota red zone.
I love Sky Moore. He is absolutely fearless, and he catches this and puts a cut on Grant Delpit and just goes north and south. He squeezes right in between, down the middle of the field. All the Cleveland Browns, puts a stiff arm on the kicker. Absolutely perfect, and has the 49ers in the red zone after a big-time punt return. Special teams going to play a huge role in this game.
A 66-yard punt return for Sky Moore. Now 1st and 10 for the Niners from the 16-yard line of Cleveland. Purdy under center. Juszczyk in motion to the right. It's a pitch to McCaffrey. Juszczyk gets a block. And at the 15-yard line, McCaffrey puts his helmet down along the right numbers and is brought down at the 14. It's a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Well, it should have been much more than that. Christian McCaffrey should have stayed outside and got around the block of Colton McKivitz and Dominic Pooney. He cut up inside off the block of Kyle Juszczyk. If he would have just broke to the sidelines, I think that's a house call.
McCaffrey, the leader in scrimmage yards in the NFL. Opposing running backs have gone over 100 yards from scrimmage in the last 3 games against Cleveland. Kittle in motion left to right on 2nd down and 8. Another pitch to the right for McCaffrey. He looks to throw, chucks it down the right sideline as Kittle fell over. and he overshoots him. It is incomplete. That might have just been a throwaway for McCaffrey. 3rd and 8.
It absolutely was a throwaway, and a smart throwaway as they're already in field goal range. Cleveland does not take the bait. They get their linebackers deep, running with Kittle. He ended up on the turf, and McCaffrey wisely just threw that football away. George got knocked down on his release trying to get out.
So 3rd down and 8 inside the Toyota red zone for the 49ers from the 14. First quarter, 9:41 to play. 3-by-1 look. Purdy takes the shotgun snap, dumps it over the middle for McCaffrey, makes the catch in stride in between the hash marks of the 5, and is banged down at the 3. But he's got a 49ers first down on a gain of 12 and brings up 1st and goal.
Love the play, and very curious to see Jim Schwartz plan on Christian McCaffrey. They had nobody for him on that play, and as you said, he's number 1 in the NFL in scrimmage yards. You know he's going to get close to 25 touches. That's the magnet of George Kittle. 2 defenders go with Kittle, who clears it out. McCaffrey on an angle route, wide open in the middle of the field.
9:09 to play first quarter. 1st and goal, right to left for the 49ers from the 2. Purdy back to pass, throws it high, and he overshoots his tight end out of the back of the end zone. Wanted Luke Farrell leaking out, and it's incomplete. 2nd and goal.
Well, and Brock had him, too. Luke Farrell got turned loose. He got behind Carson Schlesinger, the middle linebacker, and I don't know if it was the dark jersey, the color that Brock saw, but certainly a safe throw is play action because Luke Farrell was absolutely wide open. Probably needed to throw that flat to the back shoulder of Farrell. Instead, it was a jump pass that sailed on Brock Purdy.
2nd down goal from the Cleveland 2. Purdy under center, takes the snap, hands off to McCaffrey left side. He's walled up at the line of scrimmage. Schlesinger brings him down. Maybe a gain of 1, but the Niners will face 3rd and goal.
Very well played right at the point by that violent defensive line of the Cleveland Browns. Nowhere for McCaffrey to get up inside there, and I think it was Myles Garrett that got a hold of him and got him to the ground.
3rd down and goal from the 2 after the 66-yard Sky Moore punt return. 0-0 game, 8:30 to play here in the first quarter. McCaffrey and Juszczyk in the backfield with Purdy, 1 receiver each way. Purdy walks up to the line, barking out orders, 4 on the play clock. White uniform at the 5, moves McCaffrey out, and a timeout taken by the 49ers.
Charge timeout. San Francisco, they're first. It will be 30 seconds.
That play clock, Tim, just started to run down on San Francisco.
Well, I think Brock Purdy got to the line and then made an audible.
Please set the game clock to 8:15.
We see him tap his helmet and can it and try to get to something else. And then I think Cleveland changed up what they were going to do defensively and a wise timeout.
It's a Cleveland defense that only allows a touchdown in the red zone 53% of the time. That is the 7th best mark in the NFL. What are you looking to on a 3rd and goal from the 2?
I'd like to see Brock Purdy use his legs. I'd like to see Brock Purdy, a run-pass option, a zone read, something that's going to be different than the Cleveland Browns have seen watching the 49ers on tape.
Purdy's 2 games back from his turf toe injury that caused him to miss 8 games. 3rd and goal from the 2. McCaffrey lines up to his left. Trio of receivers out right. Quick handoff. McCaffrey up the middle, trying to fight forward. He's in for a 49ers touchdown. He punches a hole in the dog-pound defense and plunges in for 6. It's 6-0 49ers with 8:12 to play first quarter.
Yeah, and it was the zone read to Christian McCaffrey, and he just works off a double team inside with Dominic Pooney and Trent Williams and finds enough, Spencer Burford, and finds enough of a crease. Good block as well by Jake Brendel on the middle linebacker, Schlesinger.
8th rushing touchdown of the season for Christian McCaffrey, and the Niners on the board first. So Matt Gay on for the extra point, trying to make it 7-0. Snap is high, the hold is down though, and Gay booms a right-footed kick. That is up and good. 7-0 Niners. Sky Moore sets him up inside the red zone, and Christian McCaffrey pays it off with a touchdown. There's 8:12 left in this first quarter, and the Niners are up 7-0 on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
It's football season, and now you can get almost anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats. What do we mean by almost? Well, you can't get a running back delivered, but you can get baby back ribs delivered. A field goal? That's a no. But a honey butter dinner roll? That's a yes. A 6-pack of abs? Definitely no. But a 6-pack of beer? Uber Eats can get you that. There you have it. Get almost anything for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now.
Get your game on at Safeway. Now through December 30th, earn 4x for you points on hundreds of participating items and redeem for a chance to win $500 in groceries or 49ers experiences. Download the 4X coupon in the Safeway app and shop participating items to start earning points today. The more items you shop, the more 4X for you points you'll earn. It's game on at Safeway.
NFL fans, when it's time to get 49ers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So, get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/49ERS.
This holiday season, a little care goes a long way for your community and for your Toyota. Bring an unwrapped toy to a participating Toyota service center and help a child in need through the California Highway Patrol's Toy Drive. Chips for kids. And as our way of saying thanks, enjoy $20 off your next Toyota service, now through December 10th. Give joy, get joy, and keep the season shining bright. Exclusively at participating Toyota service centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyota and Scion owners only. Toy value must be at least $10. Some restrictions apply. See a participating dealer for details.
Score big at California's Great America, the official theme park of the 49ers. Purchase a gold pass and get free parking and access to over 40 Six Flags parks. Valid through 2026. Visit cagreatamerica.com.
Back in Cleveland with the sun peeking out at Huntington Bank Field, and the sun starts early for the Niners. A 7-0 lead with 8:12 to play in this first quarter. The Toyota scoring drive summary on the second drive for the 49ers. 6 plays, 16 yards to 10 off the clock. Set up by the 66-yard punt return by Sky Moore. Christian McCaffrey punches in a 1-yard touchdown. Thomas Morstead kicks off from right to left, and it's taken along the right numbers at the 10. Malachi Corley is popped inside the right numbers at about the 30, and that is where Cleveland will start. It was a punt on 4th and 4 for the Browns on their first drive after a first down. Shedeur Sanders comes back out. A guy, Tim, that many thought could be a first-round pick, eventually fell to the 5th, but became the first Browns quarterback last week to win their first career start in 30 years, breaking an 0-for-17 streak.
Yeah, and again, made some big plays down the field. He brings a different element to this Browns offense in terms of looking for and being able to hit big plays down the field. Fortunately, he missed the big opportunity that he had.
Takes the snap, hands off right side on 1st and 10 from the 30. Quinton Judkins takes it along the right numbers and bullies his way to the 35. Looks like about a gain of 6. They give him the 36.
And they went right back to the same play they had the good run on earlier, and Keon White gets upfield and able only to get a hand on Quinton Judkins. And he is a little power pack now getting north and south.
6 foot, 220, national champion last year at Ohio State. Big win for the Buckeyes yesterday. A lot of people around this area very happy. Shedeur Sanders in the shotgun, 2nd down 4 from the 36 on the right hash. 3 receivers out left, takes the shotgun snap, drops back to pass, dumps down a screen for Judkins along the left numbers of the 35, scurries through a tackle at the 40, and ends up at the 50-yard line. 13-yard gain on the second screen to Judkins, and it's 1st and 10 from midfield.
Yeah, and a missed tackle by the 49ers. D. Winters is coming in pursuit. A little late to react from Curtis Robinson, so he gets widened out. D. Winters takes the back door, which, that's going to open the door for Judkins as well. And then Upton Stout missed the tackle, which allowed extra yards.
7-0 Niners, 6:55 to play first quarter. Shotgun snap and a play fake. Sanders dropping back to pass, dumps it over the middle for Laverdan, who makes the catch outside the left numbers of the 40, and he's walled up right at the 40, but it's a gain of 10. Rookie finds rookie, and the South Carolina product has a first down for the Browns.
And they love moving Shedeur Sanders around in the pocket, and they just slide him out to the left a little bit in a quick out route, able to find Laverdan.
No huddle. Sanders in the shotgun, now walking up the line. He's got 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Judkins the back from the Niners' 40-yard line. Shotgun snap, belt high, handoff up the middle. Judkins patiently waiting, but that is popped after a gain of 1 or 2. The Niners shot into the backfield. Judkins sidesteps a tackle, but gets just 2 for second and 8.
Penetration, Jack, is obviously key in the run game. You've got to get Judkins off his track, and I think it was Robert Beal that flashed in front of him He ended up cutting back to the inside, and Upton Stout with a very good run fill in the gap. Holds him to only 2 yards.
2nd down and 8 from the 49ers 38-yard line. One receiver out left. It's Jerry Jeudy. 3 to the right. Laverdan comes in motion from right to left. Shotgun snap for Sanders and a play fake. Drops back to pass in a clean pocket. Now rolls right through pressure. Dumped it off for his tight end, but it's too tall. One floor too high on the elevator for Harold Fannin Jr. And the rookie from Bowling Green watches it over his head. Incomplete, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, and Shedeur Sanders wanted to go left. He was looking left the whole time. I think it was Laverdan out there on Renardo Green. Covered up and then got happy feet to jump out of the pocket. Went out to his right and then let it sail out there to his tight end.
That's into the wind. That thing came out wobbling for Shedeur Sanders. It's looked much harder to throw from left to right than right to left here in this first quarter. 3rd down 8 from the 38. 3 receivers right. Now Bond in motion right to left. Shotgun snap for Sanders. Niners send 4. Another screen dumped off left side. Catch is made by the running back Jerome Ford. He's walled up with the 31, but pushes forward through a tackle down to the 29. Just enough for the first down. 9 yards on 3rd and 8.
And not a good job there by Curtis Robinson in the middle. And Curtis Robinson, they got the linebackers mugged up. And he feels the crosser go behind him, and he widens out. It's exactly what the offense is looking for because they had a numbers game out to the left where they threw the screen.
Another screen. We've seen 3 or 4 in this first quarter alone. Now Sanders under center from the Niners' 29-yard line. Ball on the left hash, left to right. Jeudy out left. 2 tight ends in the formation. Cedric Tillman, the receiver, in motion from right to left. Sanders takes the snap. Another draw handoff for Quinshawn Judkins. Puts his face into the fire. Gets pushed from his offensive line from behind. And has 5 yards down to the Niners' 25 along the left hash. It'll be 2nd down and 5. This is a Cleveland offensive line where all 5 members of the starting lineup have played over 100 career games in the NFL, and they added a couple extra yards there. 4:30 to play in this first quarter. 7-0 Niners. Browns driving from left to right. Fannin Jr., the tight end, out left. 2 receivers right. Shotgun snap for Sanders. Hands off Judkins up the middle. Chops his cleats and pushes down along the left hash to about the 22. Niners force 3rd down and short.
Jason Pennock got up there in the hole. The 49ers playing some of these heavy tight end personnel groupings with the sub package. Only 2 linebackers on the field, and a really good job by Pennock. But Judkins, with that low center of gravity, was able to dip underneath him and get a few extra yards to set up this 3rd and 3.
Browns used 1 running back, 2 tight end, 44% of the time. That's the 3rd highest rate in the past decade in the NFL. They've got 2 tight ends on the field here and 2 receivers. Judkins the back. Shedeur Sanders under center, 3rd and 2. Takes the snap, turns and gives. Judkins waiting, tries to get through the hole. He is marked, I believe, just a little bit short along the left hash. His nose down near the 20-yard line. But our far sideline judge comes running in and marks him short. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and they're going to go for it, and they're going to bring in their XO package. So they're going to bring in an extra offensive lineman and an extra tight end.
Number 72 is an eligible receiver.
1 wide receiver on the field and see if they can just pound this up inside.
10th play on this drive. 4th down and inches. Shedeur Sanders under center. Takes the snap. Gives. And he's stuffed. The Niners shoot in and knock down Quinshawn Judkins. That's a 4th down stop with massive penetration. A loss of 1.
What a play by the defense. And Jordan Elliott right in the middle is able just to swim the left guard and get in there and make a big-time play. The linebacker inside of him, I believe it was D. Winters. What a huge play by the 49er defense on 4th down.
With 2:59 to play in the first quarter, Niners get it back after a big 4th down stop. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 21 right after these messages.
Attorneys Bradley Schrager and Daniel Bravo of the law firm Bravo Schrager LLP provide the highest standard of work on Nevada appeals. Bravo Schrager lawyers have long experience in the appellate process. They've argued dozens of appeals and writs in the Nevada Supreme Court and Court of Appeals over many years, and they produce clear, compelling, and persuasive legal briefs in support of your case. Bravo Schrager LLP knows the complex appeal process in Nevada inside and out. If your case is going on appeal, contact Bravo Schrager LLP at 702-9 2-996-1724 or visit BravoSchrager.com. Bravo Schrager LLP knows the complex appeal process in Nevada inside and out. If your case is going on appeal, contact Bravo Schrager LLP at 702-996-1724 or visit BravoSchrager.com. Attorneys Bradley Schrager and Daniel Bravo of the law firm Bravo Schrager LLP provide the highest standard of work on Nevada appeals. Bravo Schrager LLP, your Nevada law firm for appeals.
Ready to transform your body, boost your energy, and feel your best? Welcome to OC Body Fit at Tivoli Village. We offer personalized training for all ages and fitness levels, perfect for beginners, injury recovery, or pushing toward your next big goal. Our expert trainers focus on you with customized plans and proper techniques. Enjoy small group classes that bring the motivation of a community with the personal attention you need. Don't wait. Start your journey to a stronger, healthier you today. Call or text 702-978-8263 to book your free consultation now. OC Body Fit, your ultimate fitness destination.
When you start your car, are you confident that it will get you through the day? At Meineke, we make sure it does. Our certified technicians put your car through a thorough analysis because when we're confident, you're confident that your car is in good shape and ready for whatever lies ahead. In fact, right now you can get an oil change for only $34.95. That's $34.95 for a Meineke oil change. So visit Meineke.com for the independently owned and operated Meineke near you. Trust your key with Meineke, doing car care right.
AM 670 KMZQ. Talk radio done right.
At Rakuten.com/partners/49ers.
First and 10 Niners, right to left from their own 21. It's a pitch to the left for Brian Robinson Jr., and he is stonewalled. Shelby Harris shoots through for the stop. It'll be second down and long. 7-0 Niners, 2:48 to play here in the first quarter after a massive defensive stop. The Niners get the ball, and it's a loss of 1. Shelby Harris stopping Brian Robinson Jr.
And Malik Mustafa as well. 49ers were all over that. Jordan Elliott got the party started, getting the penetration, but Malik Mustafa, the missile. What a great play as both of them made the play in the backfield.
Now for the offense, second down 11. Draw handoff after a shotgun snap. Brian Robinson Jr. plunges up the left hash past the 20 and gains what looks like 3. It'll be third down and 8. Tim, the Niners offense last time had a short field, 6 plays, 16 yards for the Christian McCaffrey touchdown, but now they face third and long.
Yeah, and this defense is not going to make it easy, of course, with the way they play up front, as aggressive as they are, and the quality players that they have. It's not just Myles Garrett. They've got Malik Collins down there. They got Isaiah McGuire out on the edge, a very good player. Mason Graham, their first-round pick. These guys know how to get after it.
3 right and 1 left for Brock Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left, 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap comes floating in. There's pressure. Brock back to pass, throws right. Kendrick Bourne along the left sideline. It's incomplete at the 41. Just shoved out by Tyson Campbell, and a little bobble means Bourne can't come down with a football inbounds, and the Niners forced to punt on 4th and 9.
Yeah, and Kendrick Bourne, I'm not so sure that he's going to be able to get both feet in anyway, as that ball was right on the white stripe. Back shoulder throw to Kendrick Bourne, but I like the plan to go after Tyson Campbell and do it out on the perimeter.
And that's the first target from Brock Purdy to Kendrick Bourne since Purdy came back from injury. Just could not reel it in. Thomas Morstead, high end-over-end kick, goes wobbling to the 35. Laverdan takes it there. Along the right numbers, ball's out near the 40. At the bottom of the pile, who has it? The rookie returner put it on the turf. And it is Browns football from the 39.
And very fortunate, Larvidan, for the Cleveland Browns as that ball came out. Good job by the 49ers ripping at the arms. I think it was Darrell Luter, but that ball just fell straight down, and Larvidan was able to fall on top of it.
Browns football from the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 coming. It's 7-0 Niners. 1:28 left in the first quarter on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
From the opening kickoff to the game-winning drive, the 49ers play to win. And when the game ends, it's your turn to experience the thrill of winning at Cache Creek Casino Resort. You're just a short drive away from a AAA luxury 4-diamond hotel, 11 restaurants, an award-winning golf course, and exhilarating gaming. Come play and win at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Please play responsibly.
Just like a strong run-pass offense, a trip to California's Great America, the official theme park of the 49ers, is always a touchdown. Every visit scores big with iconic rides, thrills for the whole family, plus kid-sized fun at Planet Snoopy. Niners fans can explore over 50 attractions made for everyone to enjoy. Grab a Gold Pass today for unlimited visits, free parking, and access to over 40 Six Flags parks, valid through 2026. Get your tickets or passes today at cagreatamerica.com.
When you fill up a 76, you're ready to go to that music festival you see
.com.
When you fill up a 70 76, you're ready to go to that music festival you see
You can't protect the daughter in this case, and you can't protect the daughter in this case and teach the son, because all you'll teach him is that if you do it right, there's always going to be a way out. The consequences can be dodged. So unfortunately, you have to make sure that you file the paperwork and that you bring in law enforcement and that you do it right. I know that might affect your daughter, and that stinks. But she needs to be accountable for this as well. This is her child. And if she's got to
Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 1.99% financing plus $1,000 finance cash on the 2025 Tacoma. Or score a low-cost lease on Tacoma Double Cab. Or get low 0.99% financing plus up to $1,000 finance cash on the 2025 Tundra. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit and cannot be combined with other offers. Ends 12/1/25.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
7-0 Niners, 2nd and 1 for the Browns after the 2-minute warning in the second quarter. Hand off to the right side for Quinshon Judkins. He has the first down outside the right hash to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 coming from there for this Browns team that's used the run to get into Niners territory. 4 different rushers for Cleveland. Now 93 total rushing yards to the Niners 19.
And just taking advantage of the 49ers front right now. And it is ground and pound, and they are getting movement at the line of scrimmage. Alfred Collins got doubled off the line of scrimmage. C.J. West, not a good job. He gets out leverage on the inside reach block, and that's too easy. Too many 3rd and shorts or short yardage situations the Browns have been able to take advantage of.
1:20 left, second quarter. It's another handoff to the left, and this one is walled up. The Niners stop Quinshon Judkins after a gain of 1. 2nd down and 9 coming with 1:10 and ticking in the second quarter. 7-0 Niners.
And a really good job by Bryce Huff there, just disengaging and getting off blocks. And because Alfred Collins didn't get moved off the ball and played stiff at the line of scrimmage, nowhere for the ball carrier to go.
Browns are just letting this block work. It's down to 50 seconds, down 7-0 before halftime. Sanders finally in the shotgun. 2 to either side. He takes the shotgun snap. Back to pass against a 4-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. Lofts it down the left side. Fannin makes the catch in stride of the 10-yard line and down the left sideline. Trucks his way in for a touchdown. 34 yards to the rookie from Bowling Green. Sanders let loose, and he finds his fellow rookie for a touchdown that could tie the game with 39 seconds left before the half.
And that's what you call hunting matchups. That is a really good call by Tommy Reese, because they have got Luke Gifford, who is on the line, 5-man front, trying to defend the run, and he has got to be able to play that out and up by Harold Fannin Jr. Renardo Green is deep. He and Jair Brown are both deep, and Farrell's got to be the guy to defend that.
Whistles before the extra point that would have been good for Andre Schmidt. It's the 2nd career touchdown pass for Shadur Sanders, and the first to come in front of these home fans.
Illegal substitution, 12 players in formation on the defense. That penalty is administered half the distance to the goal. We will run the try.
And that penalty, I believe, means that the Browns are going to go for 2.
There's no doubt.
Sanders last week against Las Vegas went 11 of 20 for 209 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. He only had 2 completions past 9 yards down the field. Today, he is 8 for 11 for 96 and a touchdown, including that 34-yard strike. The 5th-round rookie to the 3rd-round rookie.
And an awful scenario, Jack, for the 49ers, because Cleveland gets the ball to start the second half, and to give up a big play for a touchdown certainly sparks their offense and gives them momentum, and then to have 12 on the field, and now the ball is going to be at the half-yard line as they're going to go for it and try to get 2 instead of the long field goal for 1. Or extra point.
Sanders in the shotgun. Or no, that's Quinshawn Judkins, who's lined up in the Wildcat. 2-point try to try and make it 8-7. Takes the snap, runs off right guard, plunges towards the goal line and gets in. The Niners stood him up, but Judkins had just enough. Niners defense is celebrating. Jordan Elliott thought he stopped him short, but our far line judge marked it as good, and it's 8-7 Browns with 39 seconds left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and the 49ers had it stacked up really well, but it looked like Judkins just got that football over the front plane of the goal line for Jordan Elliott. Curtis Robinson, now for Collins, threw him backwards.
All right, first time the Niners have trailed in 3 weeks. See how they respond with 39 seconds left before halftime on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
NFL fans, when it's time to get 49ers tickets, you can tackle game day with total certainty with Ticketmaster. With 100% verified tickets available all season long, you can count on getting in with ease and spend time focusing on the good stuff. Even if you're headed to the game last minute, you can still score seats. Want to meet up inside the stadium with your crew? Transferring your tickets is an easy handoff. So, get those touchdown celebrations ready and score your tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/49ERS.
Go for the win at Grayton Resort and Casino. Experience California's premier entertainment destination with luxurious accommodations, world-class spa, live entertainment, and the hottest slots and table games. Plus, a spring 2026 expansion featuring non-smoking gaming, signature restaurants, and an immersive sports bar. Perfect for game day gatherings and unforgettable nights out. Turn every play into a win. Right in the heart of Sonoma wine country. Grayton Resort and Casino. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Get your game on at Safeway. Now through December 30th, earn 4x 4U points on hundreds of participating items and redeem for a chance to win $500 in groceries or 49ers experiences. Download the 4X coupon in the Safeway app and shop participating items to start earning points today. The more items you shop, the more 4X 4U points you'll earn. It's game on at Safeway.
49ers fans know the importance of a winning strategy on the field. Off the field, Dignity Health is here to help you develop your winning playbook for living a happy, healthy life. Our award-winning hospitals and care sites are supported by a lineup of 50,000 doctors, nurses, and extended care teams. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. The official healthcare partner for the San Francisco 49ers and Levi Stadium. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Back in Cleveland, and the 49ers trail for the first time in 3 weeks. It's 8-7 Browns with 39 seconds to go before halftime. And a right-footed kick goes into the end zone for Andre Schmidt from right to left. So the Niners bring the ball out after a touchback. Tim, 8-7, Niners trailing for the first time today and in the last 3 weeks. Do you think they try and dial this up to score in 39 seconds or run the ball and know that the Browns get the ball after the half?
Well, they do have 3 timeouts left on the board, so I don't think they're going to concede right away and just try to run it. Or 2 timeouts left. I'm looking up there, 2, not 3. But no, I think they're going to try to do something. It's going to be a challenge, though, trying to throw the ball down the field as they're throwing into the wind.
An 8-point scoring drive with a 2-point conversion, went 10 plays, 90 yards for the Browns. The Toyota scoring drive summary. So now Niners football, 1st and 10, left to right from the 35-yard line. Purdy takes a shotgun snap, airs out a deep ball down the left sideline. Leaping catch attempt made, but not pulled down along the left sideline by Jawan Jennings at the Cleveland 40. The Niners take a shot. It's incomplete, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good coverage by Tyson Campbell. He is hipped up to Jawan Jennings the whole way. Press. Jawan's trying to run a little double move. Tyson Campbell never takes the bait, and that never had a chance. That was glove coverage.
49ers, it's worth noting, are throwing into the wind on this drive because they're moving left to right. Brock Purdy so far is 6 of 11 for 57 yards. Niners being outgained 177-76. 2nd and 10, shotgun snap. Myles Garrett with pressure off right tackle. Purdy back to throw, airs it out down the right sideline, intended for McCaffrey, and it's incomplete at the 50. Garrett shot right by Colton McKivitz, didn't have a sack, but certainly influenced the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, there is no doubt, and there was pressure coming up inside as well from Mason Graham. So Purdy's got to step up, but then as he steps up, Mason Graham is coming right up the belly, and then Malik Collins to the other side and delivers a shot on Purdy, who just basically threw it away.
Brock had to eat that hit from Collins, who was a Niner last year. 27 seconds left in the second quarter. 8-7 Browns. 3rd and 10 left to right for the Niners. Shotgun snap for Purdy against a 4-man rush. Clean pocket. Throws it left. Pearsall catches it in stride outside the left numbers of the 45 and angles out of bounds of the 48 with a first down.
Well, good throw by Brock in the pocket. Good time provided by the offensive line. Little cheater motion for Ricky Pearsall, and they get him matched up out there and runs the whip route. So he comes inside and then pivots back to the outside on Tyson Campbell, and Brock Purdy puts it right on him to get the ball near midfield.
He stopped and turned on a dime for a gain of 13. 1st and 10 from the 48. 2 timeouts left for the Niners. 21 seconds to work with, down 8-7. Shotgun snap for Purdy near midfield. Back to pass. Throws it left. It's caught by Jawan Jennings. Leaping for the football inside the left numbers of the 42. And sprints his way along the left hash to the 40. Another first down on a gain of 12. And the Niners move after a timeout. 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
And again, good time provided by the offensive line. 4-man rush, 7 in coverage. So you know the coverage is going to be tight. And they're going after Tyson Campbell. It was good coverage on Jawan Jennings, but Jawan just posting up using that big body, and Brock Purdy put it right on his face mask.
So scenario-wise for the Niners, how far do you think they need to get into Matt Gay's field goal range? We did see him hit from 50 this direction in pregame.
Yeah, they're going to need another 10 yards to feel good, I think.
They have it at the 40-yard line of Cleveland. Just 1 timeout remaining and 15 seconds left before the half. With 1 timeout left, do you take a chance in the run game, or is this all through the air?
I think it's all through the air.
Brock will line up in the shotgun. He's got 2 to the right, Bourne and Jennings, 2 to the left. Kittle and Pearsall. McCaffrey off his right hip. 1st and 10, shotgun snap for Purdy. 4-man rush, picked up well. Brock airs it out down the left sideline. Kittle falling for the football, has it ripped out late.
They're going to give it to him.
Down the left sideline at the 8-yard line, pulled in and ripped out of bounds, and the Niners call a timeout.
What an unbelievable catch, and I love Brock Purdy just gave George a chance on the safety, Ronnie Hickman. He caught it really with one hand, was down on the ground, and then Hickman ripped it out. Once again, Superman in the phone booth, George Kittle.
33-yard gain, and what a catch that was. And Hickman pulled the ball out of bounds. Right now, they've got the clock at 4 seconds. It's at the 7. That ball popped out. Was Kittle falling to the ground? Thought it might have been incomplete, but George able to contain it through contact.
No, George was all the way down. That ball was down. The play was whistled dead and then ripped out by Hickman.
The Niners had the offense on the field from the 7, but with 4 seconds left, they are going to bring the field goal unit out. What a play that could be. 33 yards down to the 7. You said they needed 10 to feel comfy with Matt Gay, and instead George Kittle comes up with 33. This will be a 25-yard attempt for Matt Gay, who was cut by Washington after staying his season 13 of 19. But in the 49ers uniform, he's 2 for 2.
Got to block Myles Garrett inside.
25-yard field goal. Right foot kick is up. It's off the left upright and no good. No, they say good. It just sneaks in through the right upright, falling down, and it's 10-8 at the half.
Boy, what a response by the 49ers to recapture that momentum, which was all grabbed by the Cleveland Browns with their big play for a touchdown, and then 12 on the field defensively. They get the 2-point conversion. They get the lead. As you said, first time the 49ers had trailed in 3 weeks, and with under a minute, Brock Purdy able to find Ricky Pearsall, able to find Jawan Jennings, and then the big one to George Kittle to set up the doink field goal for the 49ers to get the lead.
You don't see a lot of doinks go in, but it does here for Matt Gay. And the Toyota scoring drive summary, 6 plays, a clinical 58 yards in 39 seconds, and ends with a 25-yard make. So the Niners go into the half up 10-8. Cleveland will get the ball first. Adam Copeland will have today's United Airlines 49ers halftime report right after this short break on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
It seems everyone gets a tip these days. Deliver food? Get a tip. Drive around town? Get a tip. Serve a drink? Get a tip. But here's one tip that can help you find a higher paying career. Merit America can help you get the training and support to find and succeed in an in-demand job, like data analytics or HR admin or supply chain planning. It may be the last tip you ever need. Learn more at meritamerica.org.
El Camino Health, the standard of excellence, delivering compassionate care in the South Bay. For more than 60 years, we've been your first choice, helping you live your best life. From staying healthy to getting you back to what you live for. Every national recognition is a show of strength. Another success story, built on trust. We're the neighbor always here, for you and your family. El Camino Health, our strength, your health.
Welcome to the United Airlines halftime.
Touchdown! San Francisco!
Here's your host, Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland here with your United Airlines 49ers halftime report. 10-8, the 49ers go into the half with the lead here against the Cleveland Browns, a place they have not won since 1984. Last time these two teams met was a 2-point game back in 2023. Niners had a chance to win that game at the end with a field goal. They lost by 2 in that one. Ultimately, they did not come away victorious. An opportunity to change that today as they lead at 10-8 here at the half. Let's tell you how we got here as the Niners come into this one at 8-4 against the 3-8 Cleveland Browns. Game opened with a nice pass to Kyle Juszczyk from Brock Purdy on the Niners opening drive as they received the opening kickoff. It did stall out 3 plays later after that 23-yard reception by Kyle Juszczyk. The Browns then came out and moved the ball just a little bit. 5 plays, 21 yards as Shedeur Sanders missed Jerry Jeudy on a long third down, wide open over the middle. Could have gone for big yardage, potentially a touchdown, as he lofted it just out of reach of his slot receiver. On the Niners' second drive, it started with a bang. The drive started at the 16-yard line of the Cleveland Browns after, for the second time in the last 3 weeks, Sky Moore, the stud kick returner acquired earlier this year at the end of training camp by the 49ers, returned it 66 yards. He gets back to the 16-yard line. It sounded just like this.
So a left-footed punt for Corey Bojorquez from his own 33. Sky Moore back to return from the 18. He catches it in stride, runs along the right hash, and breaks free past the 35. Turning around the punter at the 40-yard line of Cleveland. Down the left sideline to the 30, to the 20, and wrestled out of bounds to the 15.
Yeah, big play there for Sky Moore. He goes 66 yards to take it all the way back to the Cleveland 16, which is where the 49ers started the drive. Don't forget, 2 weeks ago against Arizona, in Arizona, he opened the game with a 98-yard kick return that set the stage for something like we saw in the first half. The Niners then get all the way down to the 1-yard line of Cleveland, and just like 2 weeks ago in Arizona after the long kick return, the punt return puts him in scoring position, and it's Christian McCaffrey finishing the job.
3rd and goal from the 2. McCaffrey lines up to his left. Trio of receivers out right. Quick handoff. McCaffrey up the middle, trying to fight forward. He's in for a 49ers touchdown.
That was the first score of the day. It put the Niners up 7-0 in this one after the extra point. McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown of the season. Moving through the game here in the first half as the Niners lead it 10-8. The Browns' second drive went a little bit better for them. They move it 49 yards. Then they get down to a 3rd and 3. Quinshon Judkins gets stuffed by Curtis Robinson after a 2-yard gain. The Browns decide deep in 49er territory. They're actually at the 49er 20-yard line. They decide they're going to go for it. Again, they hand it to their rookie Quinshon Judkins. This time it was Malik Mustafa and Jordan Elliott getting the stop.
10th play on this drive. 4th down in inches. Shedeur Sanders under center. Takes the snap. Gives. And he's stuffed. The Niners shoot in and knock down Quinshon Judkins.
So in a game where points are at a premium, the Browns opt to go forward on 4th and 1 from the 49er 20. The Niners get a stop, get off the field on 4th
and 1 there. A turnover on downs. Niners then turned around with a quick 3-and-out. Cleveland comes right back down, and their drive moves them all the way to the 31-yard line. It's a 3rd and 15 following a penalty. And then here comes Cleveland Ferrell with his third sack of the season in just 4 games for the 49ers. A 15-yard loss. The Niners get the ball back after the Browns punt. The Niners then punt it right back after a 40-yard, 8-play drive. And then here's the drive of the half for Cleveland. The Browns start the drive gashing the 49ers on the ground. They run it 9 consecutive times to start the drive for a total of 56 yards. And then that 10th play goes for a 34-yard pass, and it put the Browns on the board.
2 to either side. He takes the shotgun snap. Back to pass against a 4-man rush. Steps up in the pocket. Lofts it down the left side. Fannin makes the catch in stride of the 10-yard line and down the left sideline. Trucks his way in for a touchdown.
Yeah, the Niners got gashed on that drive. It went for 10 plays, 90 yards, and a touchdown. Unfortunately, the 49ers on the PAT come out with 12 men on the field. They get called for a penalty, so the Browns decide they're going to go for 2. They go to a wildcat formation. Quinshon Judkins punches it in, reaches the ball out over the goal line to make it 8-7. And that gave the 49ers the first trailing score since they saw the Rams 3 weeks ago. They had not trailed in week 12 against Carolina or week 11 against the Arizona Cardinals. The Niners get one more opportunity at the end of the first half before they kick the ball back to Cleveland to start the second half. They get the ball back with 39 seconds left. After 2 incomplete passes, Brock Purdy hits Ricky Pearsall for a 13-yard gain, then Juwan Jennings for a 12-yard gain. And then on 1st and 10 from the Cleveland 40, Purdy finds George Kittle to set up the final score of the first half.
1st and 10, shotgun snap for Purdy. 4-man rush, picked up well. Brock airs it out down the left sideline. Kittle falling for the football, has it ripped out late.
They're going to give it to him.
Down the left sideline at the 8-yard line, pulled in and ripped out of bounds.
Ended up going to the 7-yard line, a 33-yard gain for George Kittle. And then Matt Gay, second week with the 49ers, hitting 2 field goals last week. He comes out, he hits the right upright, and then it bangs through behind the left upright. The Niners go up 10-8 at the end of the first half. Cleveland will receive the second half kickoff, and we'll be back with more of today's United Airlines 49ers halftime report right after these messages.
Brian. Attorneys Bradley Schrager and Daniel Bravo of the law firm Bravo Schrager LLP provide the highest standard of work on Nevada appeals. Bravo Schrager lawyers have long experience in the appellate process. They've argued dozens of appeals and writs in the Nevada Supreme Court and Court of Appeals over many years, and they produce clear, compelling, and persuasive legal briefs in support of your case. Bravo Schrager LLP knows the complex appeal process in Nevada inside and out. If your case is going on appeal, contact Bravo Schrager LLP at 702-996-1724 or visit bravoschrager.com. Bravo Schrager LLP knows the complex appeal process in Nevada inside and out. If your case is going on appeal, contact Bravo Schrager LLP at 702-996-1724 or visit bravoschrager.com. Attorneys Bradley Schrager and Daniel Bravo of the law firm Bravo Schrager LLP provide the highest standard of work on Nevada appeals. Bravo Schrager LLP, your Nevada law firm for appeals.
United Airlines halftime report now continues. Once again, here's Adam Copeland.
Adam Copeland back with your United Airlines halftime report. Today's halftime stats as the Niners lead it 10-8 at the half here are sponsored by SAP, the official statistics and analytics provider of the 49ers. They've got to be happy or feel good about themselves having a lead here 10-8 as the Niners were 3 for 6 on third down. They held Cleveland to just 1 for 4 on third down. Did not see a third down on their scoring drive in the first half of this one. The defense has been pretty good to this point. They've held some sustained drives, though, have the Cleveland Browns. The leaders today for the 49ers, only 6 carries for 9 yards for Christian McCaffrey and that 1-yard touchdown run, a long of 6 yards in the first half. Brock Purdy, 9 of 15 for 115 yards passing, a big 33-yard gain to George Kittle there at the end of the first half. Set up the Matt Gay go-ahead field goal to put him up 10-8. Kittle, 3 receptions on 4 targets for 53 yards in the first half. The next longest play of the first half for the Niners was the opening play of the game on offense, 23 yards on a reception by Kyle Juszczyk. Ricky Pearsall also 2 catches for 14 yards. In this one, McCaffrey's got 2 grabs for 13. On the Cleveland side of things, Shedeur Sanders, 8 for 11, 96 yards passing in that 34-yard touchdown to Harold Fannin Jr. That was his 1 catch of the first half for 34 yards and a touchdown. Now, the Niners are not running the ball well. 19 total yards on the ground to the 94 that Cleveland has put up. As Larry Krueger told us in the pregame, you're going to have to stop Quinshon Judkins if you want to win this one, and that will remain the goal for the Niners in the second half. The halftime injury report is sponsored by Dignity Health, official healthcare partner of the 49ers. 2 injuries to report from the first half. Nick Martin left the game in the first quarter to be evaluated for a concussion. He's been ruled out. Curtis Robinson went down in the second quarter, but then walked off under his own power and returned to the game. Jalen Graham entered briefly as the Mike linebacker. All right, the second half action with Tim Ryan and Jack Smith is coming up. 49ers and the Browns right after these messages.
Hey, Kevin Wall here. Thinking of selling your home, but dreading getting it ready? With just one call, Richard Husel will handle it all. Yes, Richard Husel with Keller Williams, the Marketplace, 175-638, will handle all the cleaning, decluttering, and light repairs, professional photos, and a professional move, including all of your boxes and packing materials. Best of all, Richard Husel will pay for it all, and he'll negotiate his commission for your situation. Richard Husel has been providing all these services in the Vegas Valley for 10 years, earning him a spot in the top 1% of all agents in the country in sales value. Are you thinking you'd prefer to rent your home? Richard Husel is an experienced property manager and owns a fleet of box trucks that'll take care of your property like no one else. Call or text Richard Husel at 702-482-1846. That's 702-482-1846. Or visit RealtorRichardHusel.com. Husel spelled Husel. RealtorRichardHusel.com.
All right, back from Cleveland. It is 10-8, Niners at halftime, and we're getting ready for the second half. The copyright in this broadcast is owned by the San Francisco 49ers. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission of the San Francisco 49ers is prohibited. Cleveland will get the football first here in the second half. They had an 8-point drive with a touchdown from Shedeur Sanders to Harold Fannin Jr. their last time out, and a Quinshon Judkins 2-point conversion. Back alongside Tim Ryan and filling in for the voice of the 49ers, Greg Papa. I'm Jack Smith. The Browns really, Tim, ran the ball super well in the first half against the Niners, and they've outgained them up until that last drive. But the Niners go down right before the end of half. A surgical drive from Brock Purdy and the offense to take the lead right back.
Well, the difference in this game is the 66-yard punt return by Sky Moore that set up the first touchdown by Christian McCaffrey. The 49ers have been good in a couple of areas. Third down and pass protection. Brock Purdy has not been sacked in this game on 15 pass attempts. And then on the other side, as you said, the 49ers got to defend the run game. Judkins is pretty darn good. Sampson is no slouch either. They've kept it simple for Shedeur Sanders in terms of their game plan, so he has played pretty well. But without question, the 49ers got to get better at the line of scrimmage.
Second half starts on a kick from left to right, and the Browns set to return from their own 5. Laverdan, the rookie, takes it from his own 5 and is spun down along the right numbers at the 25-yard line. That's where the Browns will start. Shedeur Sanders and company coming back out. Sanders in his first career home start is 8 of 11 for 96 yards, and that 34-yard touchdown to Harold Fannin Jr. can become the first Cleveland rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl era to win his first 2 starts. He's got Quinshon Judkins behind him, 14 carries for 53 yards, and Dylan Sampson on the ground, 4 carries as the backup for 23. 10-8 Niners leading, 14:55 to play as we begin the second half. Shedeur Sanders takes the shotgun snap with 3 to his left, hands off to Quinshon Judkins right up the middle. Pyle drives his way forward along the right hash to the 31-yard line, a gain of 5 for 2nd and 5.
And good aggressive play by D. Winters getting downhill, but then he runs around the block of the combination block, and that's just a tiny crack is all Quinshon Judkins is going to need, and he's going to get 4 or 5.
99 rushing yards now for the Browns to the Niners 19. Sanders back under center on 2nd and 5. Stretch handoff left side. Judkins cuts it back up the middle. He's grabbed and pulled down just inside the left hash mark to the 37-yard line. Looks to be enough for the first down, and they will move the sticks. Another 5-yard gain for Judkins.
And an arm just is not going to stop him, period. Jordan Elliott comes off of his block and disengages, but only able to get one arm on Judkins, and at 220 plus with that low center of gravity, he is going to run right through that.
Leads all NFL rookies in rushing yards, and a great day today, 63 on the ground already. Sampson spells him, 2 to either side for Sanders in the shotgun. Takes the first and 10 snap, dumps off a screen for his tight end Harold Fannin, outside the left numbers of the 35, spins through a tackle at the 35, and is out to the 40. Niners had him dead to rights. He fights forward, though, for 3 yards.
You got to wrap him up. I mean, you know the scouting report on the rookie out of Bowling Green. He is going to get yards after contact. Keon White has him. He spins back to the inside. He drips off, and then D. Winters in great position on track, delivers a shot, but never wraps up.
Only one player in the NFL has forced more missed tackles after the catch than Harold Fannin Jr., and he's on the other sideline. It's Christian McCaffrey. 2nd down 7, 13-10 to play, 3rd quarter, 10-8. The Niners lead. Browns football right to left. Heavy's an offensive line. 1 receiver out right. Sanders takes the shotgun snap. Draw a handoff to Judkins. Hose popped by Keon White. He wrapped up that time. Looks like no gain. It'll be 3rd down and long.
Boy, vicious hit by Keon White, who's lining up out there at defensive end and able to disengage off of his block. There's a lot of trash working inside. He disengages and then accelerates up the field and squares up Judkins.
So it's 3rd down, and they mark it as 6. The Browns are 1 for 4 on 3rd down, and Sanders is in an empty backfield with a bunch to the right. 2 receivers left, including Judy in the slot.
He's going to look for a little quick game.
Takes the shotgun snap against a 4-man rush, throws over the middle, and it's dropped. Harold Fannin Jr. heard Curtis Robinson coming and dropped it outside the left hash of the 42. Incomplete, 4th and 6.
Really good spot drop right there by Curtis Robinson, and he is tracking Harold Fannin Jr. the whole way. Yes, that ball was dropped, but I don't think he's going anywhere in the position that Curtis Robinson was in if he was even able to catch it.
So Sky Moore back to return the punt. He's at the 10. Bojorquez lining up at his own 26. Sky Moore had a 66-yard punt return in the first half, the longest for the Niners since 2010 when Cleveland native Ted Ginn Jr. went 78 for a touchdown. This one shanked a little bit towards the 20, and it bounces. Sky Moore takes it to the 20. Outside the left, numbers off the hop, pushes his way for maybe 2 yards. That was slightly dangerous, but Sky is feeling it today, and the Niners will have 1st and 10 from their own 22-yard line. They get a stop on the first Cleveland drive of the second half. It's 10-8 Niners with the football. 12-11 to play, 3rd quarter. When we come back on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
49ers fans know the importance of a winning strategy on the field. Off the field, Dignity Health is here to help you develop your winning playbook for living a happy, healthy life. Our award-winning hospitals and care sites are supported by a lineup of 50,000 doctors, nurses, and extended care teams. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. The official healthcare partner for the San Francisco 49ers and Levi's Stadium. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
What if you could have reliable and intelligent Wi-Fi at the same price for 5 years? That's the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee. No annual contracts, no hidden fees, and our best equipment included. Just 5 years of Wi-Fi that boosts speeds to the devices that need them most, that finds and fixes problems before you even notice them, and that keeps you gaming in the fast lane. Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities. Xfinity. Imagine that. Select plans only. Restrictions apply.
This Black Friday is the best time to get the Toyota you've been wanting, but these deals will disappear soon. Right now, get low 3.99% financing or a low-cost lease on the capable 2025 RAV4. Or get a low-cost lease on the sporty 2026 50 MPG Corolla Hybrid or the fuel-efficient 2026 51 MPG Camry. Black Friday is almost over, so visit your Toyota dealership before these deals are gone. Toyota, let's go places. Offers available through TFS to buyers with premium rated credit ends 12/1/25.
Brought to the 49ers faithful by Scratchers from the California Lottery. Reminding you to play like a pro and get in on the action with Game Day Scratchers. A little play can make your day.
At Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland. The Niners touch the ball for the first time in the second half, leading 10-8 against the Browns. 12-11 to play in this third quarter. 1st and 10 from left to right at their own 22. Pearsall in motion right to left, stops behind the center, now moves back out right. Shotgun snap for Purdy, play action fake, pressure from behind, throws left, Juszczyk makes the catch. Inside the left numbers at the 25-yard line. That's just a gain of 3, but the Niners are lucky Purdy got that ball out because there was blindside pressure coming.
Yeah, 3 yards is a lot better than a sack, as the 49ers and Myles Garrett was working the edge hardcore, coming around Trent Williams, just a dip and a rip. Brock steps up just enough, and with Garrett hanging off his waist, Juszczyk makes a strong catch for him.
They give him 4, 2nd down 6. Tight offensive line to the left with 2 tight ends. Purdy takes the under center snap, hands off McCaffrey. Sees a hole open up the middle and rumbles through the left hash past the 30. Looks like he gets to the 32. Seems to be enough for a first down. It's 7, and they do move the chains.
Yeah, and the 49ers have done a good job being able to move the chains and possessing the football, albeit limited opportunities. And it was that catch by Kyle Juszczyk on first down that gave him the position and the opportunity to get the first down there for McCaffrey, right up the gut, north and south.
Just 9 yards rushing in the first half for McCaffrey. His first carry goes for 7 here. Now a pitch to the right on first down and 10. Plunges through along the right numbers to about the 36, maybe the 37. It's a gain of 4.
And excuse me, Jack. It looks like their defensive end, Isaiah McGuire, has got some type of right lower leg injury as he's down on the field.
He is bouncing his right leg and holding at the knee in between the hash marks at the 30. I was just going to say the Niners didn't get to run a lot of run plays in that first half. They had a short field after the Sky Moore punt return, and then when they got the ball late, they had to throw it down the field. So not a lot of time for Christian McCaffrey to get the ball rolling. You have to assume that the Niners will want him to touch it more, Tim, here in the second half.
Well, and I know you were surprised that the first drive, they never even ran it. It was all throws for the 49ers to start the game.
Trainers tending to the defensive end. Niners have the football, 10:47 to play, third quarter up 10-8 when we come back on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
The United Airlines app has all the bells and whistles to make flying easier and can save you around 30 minutes at the airport. Get real-time flight updates like a live countdown clock to boarding, even if your screen is locked. Get play-by-play directions through the airport with a personalized map. And if you want to make a game time decision and go home early or stay longer, there are no fees to change your flight. Get the United app at united.com/app.
No fees to change your flight, excludes basic economy. Applies to flights originating in the U.S. Fare difference may apply.
Hey, it's me, San Francisco All-Pro tight end, George Kittle here. I may not have always been a pro athlete, but I have been decked in Levi's since I was just a little Kittle. Both my parents rocked Levi's when I was growing up, so I did too. We were always really active as a family, so our clothes needed to be comfortable and functional. And you know what? That's still true today, which is why I stay stocked up on all my favorite fits. Head over to Levi.com or your nearest Levi's store to find yours.
Get your game on at Safeway. Now through December 30th, earn 4x for you points on hundreds of participating items and redeem for a chance to win $500 in groceries or 49ers experiences. Download the 4x coupon in the Safeway app and shop participating items to start earning points today. The more items you shop, the more 4x for you points you'll earn. It's game on at Safeway.
Coach, the energy out there felt different. What changed for the team today?
It was the new game day scratchers from the California Lottery. Players, everything. Those games sent the team's energy through the roof.
Are you saying it was the off-field play that made the difference on the field?
Hey, a little play makes your day, and today, it made the game. That's all for now.
Coach, one more question.
Play the new San Francisco 49ers Scratchers from the California Lottery. A little play can make your day. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase, play, or claim.
U.S. Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Under center snap on 2nd and 6. Brock Purdy rolling to his right, flings it out of bounds. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 6. 10-8 Niners lead. 10:34 to play in the third quarter. Alongside Tim Ryan, I'm Jack Smith. And a big third down coming first in the third quarter here for the Niners offense.
Yeah, and a smart throwaway there again by Brock Purdy because Grant Delpit had the edge, defended pretty well on a little gadget play by the 49ers. Play action, and then Brock trying to roll out to his right. Myles Garrett right in his face. The receiver was not open near the 49ers sideline. Brock Purdy let it sail.
2 pressures on this drive for Myles Garrett. He's lined up against the right tackle, Colton McKivitz. Shotgun snap on 3rd and 6. Purdy back to pass. Flings one left side. Jawan Jennings through traffic. Makes the catch and taps the toes along the left sideline at the 45-yard line. That is a far hash throw for Brock Purdy. Fit in perfectly.
Yeah, that is a big-time throw. And really counting on Jawan Jennings in traffic to make that play out there on Miles Harden. And Jawan came up with it. That's what the one thing you love about the 49er weapons. Kittle, Jawan, Juice, McCann, they will all catch in tight quarters in traffic.
Myles Garrett comes off limping. He's on the sideline. 1st and 10 now from the 44 nearing midfield. Purdy shotgun snap. Dumps off a screen left side, and Juszczyk sees it fall at his feet with a flag down at the 40-yard line.
I think they're going to get Kamara for holding Kyle Juszczyk, either that or an illegal man downfield by the 49ers.
The Browns sideline is not happy. There are 2 flags down. One on the far sideline, one on the near sideline.
An eligible player downfield. Offense number 71. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
That's against Trent Williams, who is trying to get out and block for the screen. Niners 10, Browns 8, 9:49 to play here in the 3rd quarter. And after the penalty, it'll be 1st down and 15. Brock Purdy is 11 of 18 for 126 yards. Looking the way of George Kittle the most, 3 catches for 53. McCaffrey split out far to the right. Juszczyk in motion right to left, a single receiver each way. Shotgun snap for Brock Purdy. Pressure in his face. He's wrapped up and breaks free to the 35. Pump fake, throws left side, and a leaping catch out of bounds. At about the 50-yard line, Brock somehow weaving his way through 2 sacks on that play. It's incomplete. 2nd and 15.
Yeah, well, it's the strength in the lower body of Brock Purdy because there is pressure coming right up the gut. Shelby Harris kind of overruns him. Then Kamara had a hand on him. Brock escapes both of those guys and keeps the play alive as long as he could, and then eventually just, again, making a wise decision to throw it out of bounds.
Quick shotgun snap on 2nd and 15. Purdy stepping up, throws late over the middle. Jennings has it batted out of his hands at the 50-yard line along the left numbers. That was Tyson Campbell with the breakup. It'll be 3rd down and 15.
Yeah, and it looks like an injury out there on the field for the Cleveland Browns, one of their defensive linemen.
2nd one to go down on this drive. Looks like that might be Cameron Thomas.
I think it's Malik Collins. Yeah, it is. It's Malik Collins,
right.
The former 49er.
Coming off of a career-high 2.5 sack performance. Last week in Las Vegas, Browns as a team had 10 sacks. Collins, who last year for the Niners had 5 in 17 games, is up to a career-high 6.5 this year.
Yeah, he's grabbing at his right knee.
We've already seen Isaiah McGuire go down on this drive. Now Collins and Myles Garrett has not played over the last couple of plays on the defensive line. This defensive line is maybe the biggest strength for the Browns, and it's being tested right now. They're going to tend to Malik Collins with 9:36 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's 10-8 Niners, and we'll be back right after these messages.
It's broadcasting live on the world-famous Las Vegas Strip from the studios of Sam & Nash Injury Law. Because you deserve what's right. AM 670 KMZQ is locally owned and operated by Kemp Broadcasting and Digital Outdoors.
He's the man behind the message, the strategist with 54 years of unstoppable success. From mayoral races to national headlines, he delivers. Tom Letizia, the maestro of media. The name behind 10,000 commercials, $1 billion in ad spend, and a legacy of political wins. Need to win hearts, shift public opinion, or manage a crisis? Visit LetitiaAgency.com, where your message meets its moment.
Personal injury law has been the same for a long time. Big egos, greed, and sleazy schemes. Big and loud doesn't always mean right. and the conventional mold doesn't define success. Goodbye, false quick buck promises. We've had enough. Welcome to Sam & Ash, the new standard for personal injury law, where things are done the right way. With integrity, experience, and authenticity, we're champions for the underdog. Life happens, and when you need help, you deserve a team without hidden agendas. A team that delivers real support and results. When you have both, your whole world can change. So if you've been hurt in a crash, call Sam & Ash, 702-303-0333. Sam & Ash, because you deserve what's right.
Broadcasting live on the world-famous Las Vegas Strip from the studios of Sam & Ash Injury Law. Because you deserve what's right. AM 670 KMZQ is locally owned and operated by Kemp Broadcasting and Digital Outdoor.
Anything you need for game day delivered with Uber Eats, official on-demand delivery partner of the NFL. Order now.
Malik Collins, the former 49er, carted off into the tunnel ahead of a big 3rd and 15 that the dog pound is rising up for. 3rd and 15 for the Niners, leading 10-8 with 9:36 to play, third quarter from their own 39. Myles Garrett back in off the right tackle, Colton McKivitz. Shotgun snap for Brock Purdy. Feels pressure, steps up to run. Outside the left numbers of the 40 with a flag down and dives down at the 41. It's in the area of a potential holding, but at the very least, Purdy is stopped well short of the sticks. It would be 4th down. We'll see who the penalty's on.
It is going to be a hold, no question about that.
Holding. Offense number 74. The penalty is declined. It's 4th down.
It was on the left guard, Spencer Burford. This defensive line started to eat for Cleveland on that drive. No sacks, but tons of pressure on Brock Purdy. It'll be 4th down for the Niners from the 41, and Thomas Morstead back out to punt on 4th and 13. Gage Laverdan, the rookie, out to return. Undrafted free agent out of South Carolina. He's lined up along the right hash at his own 15. Morstead gets the football. Gets the kick away. It's a wobbling kick. And a fair catch called for and made. Laverdan has it at his own 24. He was bumped before the football got there by somebody, but falls down. It'll be 1st down and 10 from the 24-yard line as Shadur Sanders and this Browns offense comes back out, trying to get the lead back. It was at one point 8-7. The Browns on top. Niners got a field goal right before halftime. Now the Browns offense comes back out, 9:06 to play, third quarter. This scoreboard update is sponsored by El Camino Health. Our strength is your health. We told you about the Rams and Panthers game that's going on. It's a back and forth fair with 2 early picks from Matt Stafford, including a pick 6. The Panthers have the lead over the 9-2 Rams atop the division. 6:58 to play in the third quarter. Shadur Sanders this afternoon is 9 for 13 for 100 yards even and a touchdown. He comes out of the shotgun, 1st and 10, right to left from his own 24. Judkins to his left. 3 receivers that way, 1 alone to the right. Shotgun snap for Shadur Sanders and a play fake. Drops back to pass, flings one left side for Jerry Jeudy. Makes the catch with his feet inbounds along the left sideline of the 30, and then angles out of bounds at the 31. It's a gain of 8 on 1st down for 2nd and short.
Yeah, we've seen the 49ers, and a big part of it's the scheme, but the quick game versus the off and soft coverage, that's just easy. We've seen Jeudy. They started the game with the same play. And Renardo Green lines up off, and then he gets into a back pedal, and that's just an easy little hitch route out to the wide receiver.
Second catch for the Pro Bowler Jerry Jeudy. Niners doing a good job to limit the main target for Sanders. Under center now, 2nd and 2 on the left hash. Judkins dotting the I. Sanders takes the snap, stretch handoff right side. Judkins is walled up and stopped short. He maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe 1. It'll be 3rd down and short.
Really good by everybody across the board for the 49ers defensive line. They're slanting everybody that way, but Clay Farrell gets the party started by setting the edge. Alfred Collins doing a really good job on the line of scrimmage defeating his block, and then the pursuit of Keon White and everybody else catches up.
They call it 3rd down and 1 from the 33. Cleveland's 1 for 5 on 3rd down. Sanders takes the snap, handoff left side. Judkins trying to weave through a hole, is stopped near the line.
He's going to be short.
And he is short. The Niners come up with another big stuff in the run game. Judkins is short. It'll be 4th down.
And they're going to bring their heavy tight end package in here and go for it. Again, a good job by everybody up front. That was the same play, but the other way. And Cleve Farrell sets the edge. Alfred Collins doing a good job. Kalia Davis doing a good job. Linebackers downhill. Here we go. Big 4th down.
They call it no gain. It's 4th down and 1. Early go in the 3rd quarter for the Browns. 4th down and 1 from their own 33. 10-8 Niners. 7-12 to play in the 3rd quarter.
They're going to have Fannin take the snap.
He takes the snap. He drops the ball, and the Niners have it. It would be a stop regardless, but the Niners have it inside the 35.
I think Luke Gifford's got it. What a risky move. We've seen a lot of teams around the NFL put the tight end under center, but he never was able to corral that snap. It hit the ground, and Luke Gifford looked like he was there for the recovery.
It just stood there. Judkins raced to pick it up. Him and Gifford tied it up. Regardless, it would have been the Niners' ball right there. That's 2 4th down stops for San Francisco. This time they get help. Fannin, who had the touchdown earlier from 34 yards out, cannot handle the snap. And it's 1st and 10 for the Niners inside Browns territory at the 32.
I don't think Fannin was ready for the snap. He never squeezed his hands to get the ball. And I think it was a quick snap by the center. Posick, I don't think Fannin was ready to handle it because he did not squeeze it.
And they do give Gifford the recovery, so that's 6 takeaways in the last 3 games for the Niners. Now Purdy under center. Quick snap. Hand off to McCaffrey, right side. Spins through a tackle along the right numbers near the 27-yard line, and that's where he is stopped. It's just a short gain for CMC, but they eventually give him 6 as he fought through. 6:50 to play, 3rd quarter. 10-8 Niners, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, an outside zone, and he cuts back up inside and spins out of a tackle from the D lineman, Mike Hall, and gets 6, and they'll take that all day. The 49ers in the first half of this game, Jack, averaged 1.9 per carry.
McCaffrey in this game now 9 carries, 27 yards, and a touchdown, the only one scored by San Francisco today. 2nd and 4 from the Cleveland 26. Juszczyk in motion, handoff right side McCaffrey. He's met right near the line of scrimmage and pushes his way to the 25-yard line, maybe the 24. They'll give him a yard or 2 and bring up 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, that's what you call making something out of nothing, because Cleveland was downhill at the point of attack, defeating their blocks. Christian McCaffrey hit behind the line of scrimmage and is able to squeeze one out of it.
The Niners are 4 for 8 on 3rd down. This will be 3rd down and 2 from the Browns 24. This Cleveland defense, governed by Jim Schwartz, trying to come up with a big stop after the fumble by its own offense deep in its own territory. Purdy under center, Jennings and Pearsall right. Now Jennings in motion to the left. McCaffrey and Juszczyk behind Purdy. Purdy takes the snap. Handoff McCaffrey. Big hole paved in front of him, and he fights forward down to the 20-yard line. Juszczyk came up with a huge block moving forward, and it's 4 yards on 3rd and 2 for a 1st down.
Yeah, and Kyle Juszczyk may have left a little bit early, but got away with it. So good blocking, really, from Pooney, from Brendel, from McKivitz, Barch, and then the key block is Trent Williams on the backside getting his seal block that opened it up for the cutback for McCaffrey,
who was not touched until he already had the 1st down. So the Niners into the Toyota red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. 5 minutes to play, 3rd quarter, leading it 10-8. Purdy under center, takes the snap, pitches out right to McCaffrey, chops the cleat to the 20-yard line, and along the right numbers, he looks to be about the 18 before he's stonewalled. Gain of 2, will be 2nd down and 8.
Boy, that Mason Graham, the top 5 pick out of Michigan, the rookie, is a heck of a run defender, I can tell you that. Really doing a nice job in the backside of pursuit, getting around and getting away from blocks to make another tackle.
He was a 2-time All-American at Michigan, and you can see why Myles Garrett advocated for the Browns to take him number 5 overall. Really coming on strong in the back half of his rookie season. 2nd down 9 from the 19 of Cleveland. Niners up 10-8, moving left to right. Kittle in motion, stops, play action fake. McCaffrey catches the shovel pass from Purdy, but is grabbed by the ankles and twisted down inside the left hash at about the 18. Right back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 9. That was a phenomenal play inside on the shovel just to grab the ankles of McCaffrey, who has not had a ton of room in the run or pass game today.
Yeah, really good vision by Schlesinger, because Kittle goes out to the flat, throws his arms up to try to draw those linebackers over there. Schlesinger did not take the cheese, sees the ball being tossed, shoveled to Christian McCaffrey, and gets inside of Trent Williams for a no gain on the play.
McCaffrey is not in there for 39. It's Brian Robinson Jr. One to either side for Purdy. A shotgun snap. Lifts it over the middle. Kittle reaches head high, leaping for the catch inside the right numbers of the 5, and is brought down at the 4. A lofted throw over the middle to Purdy. Finds his safety valve tight end for 15 and a first down.
Yeah, no fear by George Kittle. And again, not a lot of zone defense and coverage by Cleveland. They elect to go zone there. I'm not so sure they're ready. Guys have their heads turned, trying to make an adjustment. George releases in between the hash marks, then bends back out to the corner, and Purdy puts it on him.
He felt the footsteps of Ronnie Hickman and still made the catch. Down to the 4, first and goal for the Niners. Purdy under center. DeMarcus Robinson in motion left to right. Pitch that way. McCaffrey has it, and he stumbles down inside the left numbers, past the 5 to about the 3. They give him 1. It'll be second down and goal.
Well, Christian McCaffrey should be hot, because that had an opportunity to get punched in, and they had everybody kicked out. He cut it back up inside and just tripped, or Schlesinger got one hand out. Now, there were 2 defenders there, but McCaffrey certainly could have got it closer to the goal line.
Looks like he maybe wasn't touched. Footing just fell out from underneath him. McCaffrey has the only touchdown for the Niners. That came in the first quarter. It is second and goal from the Cleveland 3. 10-8 Niners, 2:13 to play, third quarter. Kittle in motion left to right. Another quick handoff up the middle. McCaffrey is met at the line of scrimmage and brought down this time at the 2. It's just another 1-yard gain, and the Niners will have to score again on third down and goal. That first touchdown for Christian McCaffrey came on a third and goal from the 2. Here's another one with 1:50 to play in the third quarter as the Niners try and take a 2-score lead. Ball's at the 2.5. Purdy's in the shotgun with McCaffrey to his left. Jennings left rather. Pearsall right. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Fakes the give. He runs left. He's got a nose for the goal line, and he's in for a 49ers touchdown. Reed Upton in a celebration for the quarterback, Brock Purdy. The toe looks just fine on a 2-yard scamper, and the Niners lead 16-8 with 1:29 to play, third quarter.
Jack, what did I say pregame? You got to have a wrinkle in the run game, and there is the wrinkle. And Christian McCaffrey putting it in the belly, faking up inside. Brock puts it in his belly and then widens out, uses his foot speed, and skips across the goal line. Great play call, better execution.
First rushing touchdown this season for Brock Purdy, and he uses the legs to give the Niners a 2-score lead. McKay on for the extra point. It is good, no upright needed, and the Niners take a 17-8 lead. A minute and a half left before the fourth quarter. Brock Purdy scampers in, and it's a 9-point lead for the Niners on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
This holiday season, a little care goes a long way for your community and for your Toyota. Bring an unwrapped toy to a participating Toyota service center and help a child in need through the California Highway Patrol's Toy Drive. Chips for kids. And as our way of saying thanks, enjoy $20 off your next Toyota service, now through December 10th. Give joy, get joy, and keep the season shining bright. Exclusively at participating Toyota service centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota. Toyota and Scion owners only. Toy value must be at least $10. Some restrictions apply. See a participating dealer for details.
Dignity Health is proud to be the official healthcare partner of the San Francisco 49ers and Levi's Stadium. On or off the field, our doctors, nurses, and care teams work together to help our patients feel their best. From emergency and advanced cardiac services to maternity, orthopedics, cancer care, and more. We're your partner in health and wellness. Learn more about us at dignityhealth.org. Dignity Health. Hello, human kindness.
When you fill up a 76, you're ready to go. To that music festival you see posted about each year but have never been to. And you're ready to go to a sunrise yoga class before work. And go dog sitting and try to get the zoomies under control. Now who wants to go? Go here, go there, go anywhere with 76.
Chin up, stiff upper lip. Real men don't ask for help. Today, these ideas no longer hold true, especially if you have advanced prostate cancer. Ask your doctor about your PSMA status. One scan could change the course of your advanced prostate cancer journey, because asking for help is the manliest thing you can do. Visit scanforpsma.com for the doctor discussion guide, which can help you navigate your next appointment. Sponsored by Novartis.
Get your game on at Safeway. Earn 4x4U points on participating items and redeem for a chance to win $500 in groceries or 49ers experiences. Just look for the tags in-store and start earning points today.
'49ers lead 17-8, 1:29 to play, third quarter. Toyota scoring drive summary, 9 plays, 32 yards for the Niners after the forced fumble on the 4th down. 5 minutes and 36 seconds, ends with a Brock Purdy 2-yard touchdown run. And the Niners went 3 of 3 on 3rd down.
Oh, what
Here's
an
a
error.
kickoff, left to right, fielded by Malachi Corley at his own 6, and he steps out of bounds.
What an error, Jack. That ball had out of bounds written all over it. Now, he could have a foot out of bounds and catch it, and it would have gone obviously to a much better position, and I think they're conferencing over on the sideline now. But if he fielded that in the field of play, that is a major error.
Matt Gay celebrating with his sideline. He kicked that one angling towards the right sideline, and Malachi Corley, the former 3rd-round pick by the Jets, cut this August. I don't know what he was thinking, but he caught it out of bounds at his own 6. So this Browns offense that just turned it over on downs inside its own 35.
Please set the game clock to 1:28. 1:28 on the game clock, please.
Has the football actually moved back to the 5. Shedeur Sanders, in the shadow of his own goalpost, will go under center, down 17-8, a minute 28 to play, third quarter, 1st and 10 from his own 5. Corley lines up right, 2 to the left, including Jerry Jeudy. Quinshon Judkins the back. It's a handoff his way, off the right side. He is met at the line of scrimmage and dropped by Malik Mustafa for no gain. 2nd down and 10.
Well, the missile comes alive right there and detonates downhill. They got a nice hole to run through, but there is no way the offensive lineman, Jenkins, is going to be able to stay up and get Malik Mustafa blocked when he is coming down with that velocity from the safety position.
7 tackles in the TFL last week for Mustafa. This one's no gain at 2nd down and 10. Ball on the 5. Sanders in the shotgun. Judkins to his left. Duo of receivers each way. Shotgun snap for Sanders. Back to pass in his own end zone. Flings one down the right sideline. It's incomplete with Mustafa in coverage. It'll be 3rd down and 10. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the U.S. Bank San Francisco 49ers Radio Network.
From the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, you're listening to San Francisco 49ers football on AM 670, KMZQ, Las Vegas.
Tim, 3rd down and 10 for this Niners defense that has stopped the Browns on 4 straight 3rd downs.
Yeah, and Shedeur Sanders on that last play just throwing it away. Well covered in his own end zone. Was not going to take any risk of a penalty or a safety or a sack in his end zone.
3-by-1 look, shotgun snap on 3rd and 10. Sanders dancing around in his own end zone, pulled down, throws the ball late away down the left sideline with a flag down. It's incomplete. This could be a hold, and if Sanders was in the end zone and the hold's in the end zone, it would be a safety.
Well, the hold was on Clee Farrell, and it was right near the goal line. We're going to have to see how they rule this one.
The officials talk it over right underneath the upright. Farrell is walking to the flag. Niners clamoring for a safety. Looks like the indication is face mask.
Well, where was the penalty? Was it in the field of play or was it in the end zone? That's the question, whether or not it's a safety or not. Otherwise, it's 4th and 10 and they're lining up to punt.
Officials go to talk to Kyle Shanahan on the Niners sideline.
Intentional ground. I mean, what? Got to be something. They're just calling it an incomplete pass.
Decline. It's 4th down.
So I guess they ruled that did not happen in the end zone. Niners decline the penalty, which brings up 4th down and 10. So at the very least, the Browns have to punt out of their own end zone.
Yeah, well, the hold, and they didn't call the hold. It was Keon White over there on Cam Robinson. But where did the face mask occur? It's hard to see on that replay. May have started in the field of play and got carried into the end zone.
Corey Bojorquez is lined up almost out of his own end zone. He will punt to Sky Moore, who's lined up at the Niners' 45. Moore already has a 66-yard return. The Browns have allowed 3 return touchdowns this year. Left foot spiraling kick finds Moore at the 50 along the left numbers. Stutter step to the 45. Tries to cut back, but is brought down at about the 46, 47-yard line of Cleveland. Great starting field position for the second straight 49ers drive. Last time it was the 33. Tim, this time it's the 47.
Well, great job by the defense. And they capitalize on the mistake by Corley returning that kick and stepping out of bounds on his own 5-yard line when he probably, without question, should have let it go out and then would have started on the 40.
What a difference the Niners have on special teams in this game. That huge return for Sky Moore and the gaff on this side by Corley.
Well, Brant Boyer has done a great job with the special teams. They are so improved this year in all the transition units, and you know with the elements and the weather condition, special teams were going to have to show up today, and so far, so good through almost 3 quarters.
17-8 Niners, 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 1st down and 10 from the Cleveland 47. Purdy in the shotgun, quick handoff up the middle to Christian McCaffrey. Slips a tackle inside the left numbers, past the 45, and down to about the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 3, 2nd down and 7.
How many tackles does Mason Graham have today? Just that guy has got a nose for the football past the line of scrimmage.
It's his 3rd tackle. 7 seconds left before the 4th quarter. Niners do not have to snap it. Purdy in the shotgun, pointing out Carson Schlesinger as the Mike linebacker. But no snap comes, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. 17-8 Niners. They shut out the Browns in the 3rd quarter, and they score a touchdown with Brock Purdy's legs, and they're 15 minutes away from 9-4. When we come back, it'll be 49ers football at the 44-yard line of the Browns, right after these messages.
Conversation without consternation. The Middle Ground with Tom Latiza. Weekday mornings from 8 to 9 on AM 670 KMZQ. Talk radio done right.
Hi, this is Wayne Alaroot from one of my favorite restaurants on the planet, Osaka Japanese Bistro. Osaka was the first Japanese restaurant in Vegas, established in 1967 and selected 20 times as the winner of the Best of Las Vegas award. If you haven't experienced Osaka's amazing, delicious cooking yet, now is the time. They're open for lunch and dinner, including their famous sushi bar and Teppan Grill. Osaka has 2 locations in Henderson on Eastern Avenue and in Las Vegas on West Sahara, or visit them online at lasvegas-sushi.com.
Hey Chuck, can you walk our listeners through the process of getting a signature loan from Dollar Loan Center and don'tbebroke.com?
You just need a couple things: a state-issued ID, a recent pay stub, proof of residence, the basics. You fill out a simple application in the store or on your phone if you like, and applying is free at the DLC. For a new customer, all this takes around 30 minutes and you're out the door. Cash in hand. Look, we even throw in the first week's interest for free. We're also a direct lender, not a lead generator that will just sell your information over and over. Be careful of that and always use a direct licensed lender like the DLC.
DLC lends up to $5,000 in minutes, and you can get your cash in person at one of our 70 locations, on our website, don'tbebroke.com, or even over the phone with one of our helpful, real staff members. You're gonna love Dollar Loan Center.
Licensed by Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Subject to approval, limitations may apply. See website for details.
Conversation without consternation. The Middle Ground with Tom Latiza. Weekday mornings from 8 to 9 on AM 670 KMZQ. Talk radio done right.
Bank and the 49ers know no one wins alone. Every play, every plan, every goal takes a team. Join the official bank of the 49ers.
Ready for the final 15 minutes here in Cleveland. It is the Niners 17 and the Browns 8. Fourth quarter starting with the Niners 1st and 10 from the 44 of the Browns. This injury update is sponsored by Dignity Health, the official care partner of the 49ers and Levi Stadium. Ben Barch is out with a foot. Malik Collins for the Browns out with a knee. Under center on 2nd and 7. Purdy takes the snap, hands off to Brian Robinson. In between the hash marks, he's down to about the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and the Niners face 3rd down and 4.
A nice jump cut there from Brian Robinson, just cutting right off tackle around Colton McKivitz. Boy, I would love to see number 3 just get more opportunities. As good as Christian McCaffrey is, and he is great, and all of his stats bear that out, Brian Robinson brings a different element to the run game at almost 230 pounds, and he has earned the opportunity.
7 or more carries every game so far in November, but today just 4. McCaffrey's back in there, 3rd down and 4 from the Browns 41. Shotgun snap for Purdy, 3 to his right, pressured up the middle, and it's Myles Garrett who sacks him back at the 50. The NFL leader on pace to break the sack record has his first today. That is 15 across his last 5 games, and he dumps Purdy on 3rd down for a loss of 7.
Yeah, and the 49ers had him right where they wanted him at 3rd and 4. It's been a lot of long down and distance situations, and Myles Garrett just throws a counter move and goes right by Trent Williams. Trent needed to set harder inside. He had Kittle outside of him. Myles Garrett saw that, right foot in the ground, and cuts up inside of Trent Williams and really comes untouched. Purdy could not even get to the back step of his drop.
4th down, 11. Thomas Morstead on to punt, puts his right foot into it. It wobbles its way end over end to the 15. It's muffed! The Niners have it at the 15. Along the left numbers, Laverdan couldn't secure, and the Niners come up with the football. Darrell Luter Jr. with the recovery on the 2nd drop today for the punt returner, Laverdan.
Yep, and that's the Thomas Morstead helicopter kick. That ball is tumbling end over end, and Laverdan waved for a fair catch. That ball went right through his hands, hit him in the belly, and a really good heads-up job by Darrell Luter, just mirroring in front of him, hoping that ball would drip out. It did, and D. Luter right there to pick it up. Wow.
Another special teams advantage for the 49ers today. The punt return game has been bad for the Browns. So was the kick return game with Corley catching it at the 5. A 66-yard return for the Niners. The 3rd stage of this game has turned up all San Francisco all afternoon long. So after the sack, it doesn't matter. The Niners have it now inside the Toyota red zone. It is 1st and 10, right to left from the Browns 18. Purdy under center, McCaffrey the back. Tonjes in motion right to left. Purdy takes the under center snap, rolls out right through pressure, just tries to dump it along the right sideline, and it's a little too tall for Jake Tonjes out of bounds. Incomplete for 2nd and 10 with the Niners up 17-8, 13-20 to play 4th quarter.
Yeah, hard to get separation on this defense when they're playing that man coverage. Nobody open. Christian McCaffrey does a great job of chopping down their edge defender, the defensive end Kamara, but there is nobody open down the field, and Brock Purdy once again just throws it away.
Purdy is 13 for 23, 140 yards and no touchdowns, but he has run for a touchdown. That came in the 3rd quarter. Under center now, 2nd down and 10. Kittle in motion, stops off right tackle Colton McKivitz. 2 receivers that way, but a pitch out to the left for McCaffrey. Slips Myles Garrett out on the left sideline of the 20 and angles out of bounds along the left sideline at about the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5 for McCaffrey to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Well, I like that. It's the flip 90. Get everybody showing the action going to the right and then just quick flip it to McCaffrey, hoping that Myles Garrett takes the bait. He did not. He was out there because it was well blocked, but Christian's able to pull away from the waist tackle of Myles Garrett and set him up here again on a 3rd and short.
The 49ers have the 2nd best 3rd down offense in the league. The Browns the 3rd best 3rd down defense in the league. But today the Niners have won. They're 7 of 12 on 3rd down. This is 3rd down and 5 from the 13 of Cleveland. Purdy hustling with 1 on the play clock. Tries to clap, does not get the snap in time, and the Niners call a timeout.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan called that timeout from the sideline.
Purdy tried to change the look late, it seemed, and then tried to backpedal to take the snap at 1 second, but just could not get it. Be there for the 49ers matchup against the Tennessee Titans, presented by Rakuten on Sunday, December 14th at Levi Stadium. Tickets are available now. Secure your seats at 49ers.com/tickets. 49ers looking for their 6th road win of the season today in Cleveland. They have only done that 5 times in the last 25 years. Tim, every single time they've gotten to 6 road wins this century, they have made the playoffs, and they can get there today. 3rd down 5 after the timeout from the Browns 13 inside the Toyota red zone. 17-8 Niners, 12:35 to play, 4th quarter. 1 to the left, 3 to the right for Brock Purdy. Shotgun snap, screen left side for McCaffrey. Catches and runs past the 10, stumbling down along the left sideline, inside the 5-yard line with a first down. Everyone moves right again, and the Niners flip it to Christian McCaffrey left for 8.
Yeah, misdirection screen and really well timed up. So much of the screen game is the element of timing, and it is perfect. And Christian McCaffrey cuts right off of a block as Spencer Burford. And Spencer just absolutely pancaked the safety, Ronnie Hickman.
And Shelby Harris is down on a knee, another Browns defense lineman that will have to be tended to for injury. Christian McCaffrey leads the NFL in touches. He's top 10 in carries and catches this season. If he finishes with that pace, he'd be the first player in NFL history in the top 10 in both categories in a single season. Tim, the yards have not piled up for McCaffrey today, but it's 4 catches, 16 carries, 20 total touches, and 65 scrimmage yards for DMC.
Yep, he's come up with some big plays and some big moments, and obviously their first touchdown was able to punch it in from 1 yard out. Kyle Juszczyk looks like he's headed into the locker room right now.
Yeah, walking without a helmet, and Shelby Harris being tended to at the 5. We'll be right back with a couple of injuries on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
Hey faithful, Matt Mayoko here. As soon as the game ends, go to NBC Sports Bay Area to watch 49ers postgame live or stream it on the NBC Sports app. Don't miss highlights, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews from key players and coaches straight from the locker room to you. Want even more game day coverage? Get the latest news, articles, and videos on the NBC Sports Bay Area app. 49ers postgame live kicks off immediately after the game, only on NBC Sports Bay Area.
Have you been hurt or injured? If so, call Venardi Zurada, your faithful Bay Area injury attorneys fighting for justice. A local law firm with a winning reputation who only gets paid if you win. Call Venardi Zurada at 1-800-JUSTICE for your free consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Let Venardi Zurada fight for the compensation you deserve. Call 1-800-JUSTICE for your free, no-obligation consultation. That's 1-800-JUSTICE. Venardi Zurada, the official injury attorneys of the San Francisco 49ers.
From the opening kickoff to the game-winning drive, the 49ers play to win. And when the game ends, it's your turn to experience the thrill of winning at Cache Creek Casino Resort. You're just a short drive away from a AAA luxury 4-diamond hotel, 11 restaurants, an award-winning golf course, and exhilarating gaming. Come play and win at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Please play responsibly.
For the very best in Bay Area high school sports, join Robert Bronstein and Aubrey Tolliver for 49ers Cal High Sports. Presented by U.S. Bank. The Emmy Award-winning program delivers all the excitement of high school sports each Sunday night. Airing at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California with an encore presentation at 10 p.m. It's the top student athletes from across Northern California in the spotlight. Join us Sunday nights during the school year on NBC Sports California. And for the latest, follow at 49ers Cal High on social media.
Brought to the 49ers faithful by Scratchers from the California Lottery, reminding you to play like a pro and get in on the action with Game Day Scratchers. A little play can make your day.
Niners lead 17-8 here in Cleveland. 12:06 to play, 4th quarter. They've got first and goal from the Browns' 5-yard line with Brock Purdy under center, a tight end each way. 2 receivers right, McCaffrey the back, behind Purdy under center. Brock takes the snap, stretch handoff right, McCaffrey hurdles over a tackler, but is walled up before he can get back to the line of scrimmage along the right hash. It's a loss of 2, back to the 7 for 2nd and goal.
Well, and if he doesn't hurdle Mason Graham, who was just flying through the line of scrimmage, it's going to be -4. And Graham just goes right past Brendel, and that is a hard block for Jake Brendel, trying to reach a shaded nose tackle like that, but my goodness, was Mason Graham deep in the backfield as McCaffrey got that handoff.
Myles Garrett was there on cleanup duty. Again, 2 tight ends in, 2 receivers left. Pearsall in motion from left to right. McCaffrey the back. 2nd and goal from the 8. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Back to pass. He rolls out left. He's sprinting past the 20. Stops on a dime of the 15. Plenty of time. Now just backpedals and throws it out of bounds down the left sideline. 3rd and goal from the 8. Brock trying to make some magic, but makes a good decision to throw it away.
Yeah, and that was off of what I think was poor vision, because he had McCaffrey wide open out to his right. I think he's looking at Ricky Pearsall, who's working an in-cut. Kittle on a corner route. There is nobody out there. It's very late coverage to get out to McCaffrey, but Brock bails the other way, tries to keep the play alive on a scramble drill. Nobody gets open, and again throws it away.
49ers have scored all 3 times they've gone to the red zone, 2 touchdowns, and that field goal with 4 seconds left before the half. This is 3rd down and goal from the 8-yard line. Niners of 8 of 13 on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, Purdy looks left, throws left, and a head-high catch made at the V in Cleveland by Jawan Jennings for a 49ers touchdown. Jawan Jennings has a touchdown in 4 of the 5 games this month. He's the only 49ers receiver to have one this year, and it's 23-8 with 11:05 to play, 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's touchdown number 5, and it is right at the target area. They get he and Ricky Pearsall stacked up. Ricky runs an out cut. That's going to take the nickel corner out to the outside, and Jawan with a beautiful route on an in cut, just a skinny post on Campbell, Tyson Campbell, the corner, and Brock puts it right on him for the touchdown.
Niners will go for 2 to try and make it a 3-possession lead right now, up by 15. Purdy in the shotgun, McCaffrey to his left, takes the snap, rolls out right, throws again for Jennings, and it's knocked out of his hands along the right pylon at the goal line. Incomplete pass broken up by Miles Hart in the corner. But Jawan Jennings, I heard they call it 3rd and Jawan, has a 3rd down touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Niners lead 23-8, 11:05 to play, 4th quarter. And we'll be right back after these messages.
Hey Chuck, when I apply for a signature loan, how long does it take to get the money?
Right away with our instant funding. Look, if you have an active debit card, we can just drop that money right into your account immediately. This is really handy when you're getting funded online at don'tbebroke.com. And of course, if you're in one of our 60 locations across the country, you can leave with the cash in hand up to $5,000.
So you get your money right away, but how long does the whole process take?
It takes about 30 minutes to process and fund your loan. Bring in your ID and some paperwork, and it's free to apply.
Thanks, Chuck. Dollar Loan Center has over 60 locations, or you can go to don'tbebroke.com and get fully funded from the comfort of your smartphone. New customers enjoy 1 week free interest, and you can get up to $5,000 in minutes.
Licensed by the Nevada Financial Institutions Division. Subject to approval, limitations may apply. See website for details.
Gotcha. Yo. Sorry, man. I took an upper to stay awake. My heart started pounding, so I took a downer to take the edge off. Honestly, I feel worse now.
What? One of my friends overdosed after mixing drugs like that. I don't want that to happen to you.
Yeah, I definitely won't be doing that again.
Well, let's stay online for a bit so I know you're okay.
Yeah, man. Bet. Let's go.
There is no safe way to mix drugs. Learn more at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
I'm attorney Paul Powell. Over the past 25 years, thousands of Las Vegans hired me as their injury lawyer. You know, when you hire me, I won't take more money than you at the end of your case. It's the Paul Powell promise, and I put it in writing. That means my clients get back hundreds of thousands of dollars every single year, from my pocket to yours. What other lawyer does that? You already know that answer. No one.
Paul Powell. More lawyer, less fee.
Back with Rakuten on 49ers gear and select concessions at Levi's Stadium. Sign up for free at Rakuten.com/partners/49ers.
Back in Cleveland, 17 unanswered for the 49ers, who lead it 23-8 with 11:05 to play in the 4th quarter. The Toyota scoring drive summary, 6 plays, 18 yards. The second scoring drive for the Niners, under 20 yards in this game, ends with a 7-yard touchdown for Jawan Jennings. Malachi Corley set to return from his own 5 left to right for the Browns. Shimmies and shakes his way inside the right numbers at about the 30, and he's marked down at the 31. 14 points off turnovers, Tim, for the 49ers and 17 unanswered to build this 2-score lead.
Yeah, special teams have been outstanding really in every phase today. Of course, the first touchdown set up by a 66-yard punt return early in the game by Sky Moore, and then offensively, third down. Are you kidding me? And it's been third and long, a situation the 49ers did not want to get in throughout this game. On average, it's got to be 3rd and 7+, and they are 9 of 14 on the money down.
We'll see what Shedeur Sanders and the Browns offense have in response. 1st and 10 for the rookie quarterback under center from his own 32. Takes the snap, pitches it out left to Quinshon Judkins. Wait for the blocks outside the 30-yard line. And he angles his way past the 35 outside the left numbers to maybe the 37-38. It's a lot of run game in this game for the Browns to bring up 2nd and 4. Eventually, Tim, you just feel like they have to try and unleash Shedeur Sanders to come back from down 15.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't know how I agree you tackle Quinshon Judkins because Upton Stout tried knifing through his legs, as I kind of said earlier, and they couldn't get him down with that.
Now a run right side for Judkins. He's twisted down outside the right numbers near the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2, maybe 3. They'll give him the 41 and bring up 3rd down and 1. This injury update is sponsored by Dignity Health, the official care partner of the 49ers and Levi Stadium. Kyle Juszczyk, who we saw go to the locker room, questionable to return with a rib injury. Sanders in the shotgun, Judkins to his right, takes the snap on 3rd and 1, hands off to his running back, who bursts through a hole past the 40, shimmies and shakes his way past the 50, and along the left hash is stacked up finally at the 43. He bursts through on 3rd and 1 for a gain of 16 and a first down.
And well defended at the point, but Curtis Robinson comes flying up into the line of scrimmage, and it's just a one-timer. He sticks an arm out for Judkins. I mean, it's all timed up perfectly if you're Curtis Robinson. He did everything right except make the tackle. Came in a little bit out of control, and give Judkins some credit, man. That guy can cut on a dime.
It's his longest run of the day. He's up to 91 on the ground on 23 carries. Shotgun snap on 1st and 10 for Shedeur Sanders. Dancing around in the pocket. Now just slides down in the backfield with a flag down. This would be a sack back at the 45, but Cleve Farrell,
it's going to be a holding call.
Collins was on the ground.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a holding call on Cleveland. And Shedeur Sanders is down on the field. They're helping him up slowly here as he slid. But the holding call was certainly called before he slid down.
Here is the call.
Holding. Offense.
And Sanders is able to stand up. He's flexing out his right leg, stomping it down, and he's going to walk to his own sideline here. The rookie round pick, who so many have wanted to see here in Cleveland, slides down on what could have been a sack and is walking off towards his own sideline.
Yeah, and it looked like as he slid and tried to do the baseball slide, his right cleat, his spikes got stuck in the ground, and he kind of went funny over his knee as Kalia Davis and a few 49ers were converging on him.
Browns fans boo the backup quarterback Dylan Gabriel, who comes in. Penalty makes it 1st down and 20, and the lefty quarterback, another rookie, 3rd-round pick out of Oregon, takes over for Sanders. Ball back at the 47 of Cleveland. Gabriel takes the snap, play action fake, drops back to pass on 1st and 20, dumps it down right side. One-hand catch made by Judkins, but he's planted by D. Winters outside the right numbers and along the sideline at about the 48, right at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Yeah, that's what you call being on time and on track for the swing pass game, and D. Winters was on both.
And Sanders is back in for 2nd and 20. And Judkins made a phenomenal catch there, and he paid the price. Winters coming up to
Yeah, and that 6'5" frame and those long arms, and Njoku made the most out of that. And he reached out and just captured the ball out in front of him. Good coverage from D. Winters.
The Browns are just 2 of 8 on 3rd down in this game, and this is the longest one they faced, 3rd and 16. 2 receivers out right, including Njoku, 1 to the left. Shotgun snap for Shadur Sanders against a 4-man pressure. Tries to roll out right, looking downfield, just heaves one towards the right sideline. Mustafa's there to knock it away. Incomplete pass inside the 10, intended for Isaiah Bond, and it's incomplete at the 7. Here comes 4th and 16.
A lot like the big play they had against the Raiders last week, with Sanders breaking contain out to his right and then finds Isaiah Bond deep down on a post route, really turns into an over route. The ball comes out late. That allowed Malik Mustafa to catch up to it and get his hands on it, and it hits the turf.
Came out wobbly with Sanders throwing into the wind, which you'll have to do here on 4th and 16. But a timeout called by the Niners before the snap comes.
Prior to the snap, charge timeout. San Francisco, their second. 30 seconds.
Tim, it's an important note that here in the fourth quarter, not only do the Browns have to throw into the wind, they would potentially have to punt and kick into the wind, and this is as gusty maybe as we've seen it. The orange flags are nearly parallel with the ground, and the goalposts are shaking in the direction that Sanders is throwing the football.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's blowing, and 7:30 to go is it, so they aren't going to flip the direction they're going in. And everything the Cleveland Browns have done so good has been all on the ground. They have had their challenges throwing the ball, and they have not attempted a lot of throws down the field. They had the big touchdown to Harold Fannin. They got the matchup on Gifford early in the game in the second quarter. The other big one was a broken ball that was hit and was fluttering, and Bond ran underneath it.
Shotgun snap on 4th and 16. Sanders back to pass. He's planted into the ground. Another sack for the Niners defense. This one's for Keon White.
Well, Shadur Sanders will hold the football, and he has to on 4th and 16. So it was good coverage down the field, and Keon White is working a pass rush game with Cleve Farrell and wraps around that, is able to come off of his block. Batonio does not adjust to the twist game, and Keon White lowers the boom on Shadur Sanders.
Sends the Browns offense off the field with a loss of 10 and sends the fans to their cars. They're filing down the stairs here at Huntington Bank Field. And the 49ers now have 2 sacks today. The sack counter, sponsored by Cache Creek, proud partner of the 49ers. Niners football up 23-8. Right to left now, 7:24 to play in the fourth. It's a handoff for McCaffrey on 1st down and 10. And he's chopped near the knees down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 2 for 2nd and 8.
Yeah, guess who? Mason Graham again.
And late after that play, Trent Williams a bit slow to get up, but he's helped to his feet. 49ers defense for the second straight week has come to play. 7 minutes away from potentially pitching a second half shutout. Only 8 points on the board for the Browns after the Niners gave up a season-low 9 points last week to the Panthers. 3 right and 1 left for Brock Purdy in the shotgun on 2nd down and 8. Play clock down to 5 as he barks. Gets the football, hands to McCaffrey, rushing right side with a block from his right tackle, McKivitz. Outside the right numbers, is down with his nose down at the 39-yard line. It's just a gain of 1 or 2, and it'll be 3rd down and medium.
Yeah, Brock dialed up, got audible to the play, to the power play, down to the long trap, to the boundary. It was a good job by Cam Thomas, the defensive end out there for Cleveland, the former Arizona Cardinal. McCaffrey's got to end up bouncing all the way around that in the pursuit, including Devin Bush with that foot speed, were able to catch up.
19 carries for just 46 yards for McCaffrey, but he does have a touchdown. The Niners will go empty on 3rd down, and Trent Williams false starts. So that turns a 3rd down and 7 into a 3rd down and 12. We have not seen many empty looks for Brock Purdy in this game. Purdy is 15 of 26 for 155 and a touchdown. When the Niners lost here back in 2023, he was just 12 of 27, but he's been more efficient through the air today. He's going to face a fired-up pass rush on this 3rd down. No sacks yet for the Browns, or only 1 sack, rather, after 10 last week. Myles Garrett lined up against Trent Williams. McCaffrey's in the backfield, sidecar right, 2 to either side for Purdy. Shotgun snap on 3rd down and 12, 4-man rush, rolls right, throws right, catch made. just outside the right numbers at the 30-yard line. Jawan Jennings comes back for the football. 13-yard gain and a first down.
Well, every time they have decided, it seems like, to play zone defense, Brock Purdy has been able to move around and find the hole. And that time, Jawan Jennings does a great job. The offensive line does a good job giving Purdy protection. He steps up out to his right a little bit. Jawan spots up in between the safeties and the linebackers, comes back to the football. That is a big first down, and the success on the money down continues.
Another 3rd and long conversion. Under center now, Purdy from the 30-yard line of Cleveland. First down and 10 with 5 remaining. Hands off to McCaffrey. Up right hash. Bullies his way with help from his offensive line for 7 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 3 with the Niners up 23-8. 5 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Devin Bush in there for the tackle. Brian Robinson Jr. will check in for Christian McCaffrey, and DeMarcus Robinson comes in for Jawan Jennings. Jawan has 4 catches for 39 yards and a touchdown today, and it feels like all 4 catches have come in huge spots. Niners finally break the huddle with 10 on the play clock. They've got 2 receivers left, including Pearsall. 1 to the right, Brian Robinson Jr. the back. Purdy under center, takes the snap, stretch handoff right side to B-Rob, who cracks through a hole inside the right hash of the 20 and pummels his way down to the 15-yard line, give him the 14. The Niners are into the Toyota red zone with a gain of 9.
Certainly have run the ball much better here in the second half. And running away from Myles Garrett. And Brian Robinson really has it timed up well behind the offensive line and moves the chains again for the 49ers.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 15. Clock is at 4:31 remaining in the 4th quarter. And the Niners have a 15-point lead. In the coldest weather game that they've played this year, the Niners are running the ball well here in the second half, salting the clock away, and can taste 9 and 4. 2 to either side, Purdy under center. Takes the snap, hands off to Brian Robinson Jr., lowers his shoulder at the line of scrimmage, and gets 2 in between the hash marks. But that is it. It'll be 2nd down and 8, and Cleveland calls a timeout.
It will be 30 seconds.
And Brock Purdy holding his hand, maybe bouncing up and down. Looks to be all right now that he's got some water. Cleveland takes a timeout, Tim, with 4:26 remaining. It is still a 2-score game, so the Browns hoping they can force something miraculous inside their own 15 and rattle off 2 scores, but the Niners can punch one more in and really call the game.
And already deep in field goal range without question. So go up by more than 2 scores by kicking a field goal.
2nd and 8 from the 13. Purdy under center, takes the snap, play action fake, rolls out right, just flings one towards the right sideline, and it's incomplete. Farrell was there, but that was a throwaway for Brock. 3rd down and 8.
Brock has made wise decisions all game, and they have done a good job of defending those keepers. When they're in man coverage, they're as good as it is in the NFL at hipping up to guys and making the quarterback make risky, tight throws versus the tight coverage, and Brock wisely has been unwilling to do that for the most part today.
Full line change for the 49ers ahead of 3rd down and 8. George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and Jawan Jennings all back in. Kittle and Jennings both with 4 catches today. They've been the go-to guys for Brock Purdy. Bunch set left, Kittle right on 3rd down and 8. Shotgun snap for Brock. He feels pressure, now steps out left, runs towards the 25, sets his feet, throws into the end zone. It is knocked away, incomplete. He wanted Ricky Pearsall back left pylon, and the safety Ronnie Hickman comes over to break it up and force a field goal.
Yeah, and Hickman had an opportunity now. I thought there was going to be a holding call as Brock got out of there. The pressure was coming right up the gut. Myles Garrett is just pressing the edge on Trent Williams and kind of loses sight of where he is. And again, Brock just threw that away.
Nearly intercepted by Hickman, but he would have had a toe tap in the end zone.
That way, yeah, that was way beyond the white stripe.
31-yard field goal now for Matt Gay. The hold is down. Gay's right-footed kick is up, and it is good. A 3-score lead for the Niners with 4:09 remaining 4th quarter. It is 26-8 on the second field goal today for Matt Gay. That is 20 unanswered points for the Niners. They have dominated here in the second half, and it all dates back to when at the end of the first half, Tim, they went down for the field goal. Since then, the momentum has stayed on the side of San Francisco.
Yeah, no question. And the defense able to take the football back. Special teams, the muff was huge. On a punt that was called to be a fair catch, Darrell Luter in great position to be able to recover that, and the 49ers have been able to capitalize with points. Not albeit touchdowns every time, but with field goals instead of errors.
They have 3 scoring drives, sub 30 yards. Toyota scoring drive summary for this one: 9 plays, 29 yards, 3:15 off the clock in the fourth quarter, and Matt Gay's 31-yard field goal makes it 26-8. Special teams has been a story. The Niners have taken advantage of a Browns unit that has had some mess-ups. 49ers have paid it off with scores in the red zone, taking advantage of short fields. So 4:09 left for the Browns, set to return from left to right. Corley and Laverdane back. Matt Gay kicks a low line drive kick, and Corley lets it go into the end zone, and it bounces through for a touchback. Niners defense still playing for pride here. They set their season best, allowing just 9 points last week. They've only allowed 8 today, Tim. That's still on the line today with 4 minutes left.
And at the end of the day, Jack, that is the most important stat in pro football. You can say what you want about all the other numbers and being 22nd on defense and only having 13 sacks and, not being great in terms of allowing big plays and passing defense. They're down near the bottom of the league. But they only give up 23 a game in the last couple of weeks. Has certainly gotten much better. You think of all the numbers Cleveland has on defense, and they are only 1 fewer points allowed per game on defense.
Screened at Jerome Ford on 1st down and 10 from the 35-yard line. The running back inside the left numbers gains 4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. How about this? The Browns' drives since their touchdown in the second quarter: punt, fumble, punt, turnover on downs, and no points since the touchdown. 2nd down and 6 from the 39-yard line. Shadur Sanders and company from left to right. 2 each way, a shotgun snap against a 4-man rush. Sanders dumps it down for Jerome Ford, who is met immediately. Up from his linebacker spot, Curtis Robinson has the stop, 2 yards shy of the 6. It'll be 3rd down and 2 as the clock drips to 3:30 left in the fourth quarter. It's the Niners 26 and the Browns 8. 2 to either side. Sanders takes a shotgun snap on 3rd and 2, throws a slant over the middle, caught in stride by Laverdane, the rookie, inside the hash marks at the 50-yard line, and he tumbles his way down to the Niners 44 with a 1st down after 13.
Yeah, and got in front of Upton Stout out there in the slot and just ran a slant route, and Sanders put it right on him.
Same formation, 1st down 10, belt high shotgun snap for Shadur Sanders. Niners again send 4. It's another check down. Harold Fannin Jr. has it along the left hash at the 40-yard line. He's down to the 39. It's a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5, and the Niners playing that umbrella coverage, leaving everything in front. Shadur Sanders just dumping it down. 2nd down 5, 3 right, 1 left. Shotgun snap for Sanders. Throws a corner route left side. It's caught in bounds by Jerry Jeudy along the left sideline at the 28-yard line. The Niners stack him up there with D. Winters, the first one there. Another 1st down, 11 yards.
Yeah, 3 deep, and the 49ers are rotating the safety up into the box, and they want to have 4 guys in underneath coverage. And really, again, we've seen when the 49ers play off, which they do, Cleveland's just going to take those out routes.
Quick snap, out route thrown right side, and it's through the hands of Laverdane along the right sideline. Little short throw from Shadur Sanders, who skipped that one. 2nd down 10. The clock stops. 2:15 to play in the fourth quarter with the Niners up by 18. The only scoring drive today for Cleveland, the Browns did not face a 3rd down. Niners defense has been huge. 3 of 10 on 3rd down and 0 for 2 on 4th.
And Robert Saleh is calling it absolutely right. Obviously up 18 points. He does not appreciate what a lot of people call garbage yards at the end of games, but he'll be happy to give them up and walk out of here with a victory.
5 wide for Sanders on 2nd down and 10. Takes the snap. 5-man pressure for the Niners, who flush him out right and track him down from behind. It's Clay Farrell for the 2nd time today, who drops Sanders back at the 39 for a loss of 11.
Well, that's why Clay Farrell was a top 5 pick, because he has got foot speed. He is very talented. Has bounced around the NFL. The 49ers made a great move getting him back on the roster. and he just tracks from the backside. He's able to get around Cam Robinson, then put his foot on the gas pedal and run down Shedeur Sanders and clip his heels.
This 2-minute warning is sponsored by Xfinity's 5-year price guarantee. One internet price, no surprises, no scrambling. Just like what the Niners defense said to Shedeur Sanders. It'll be 3rd down and 21 when we come back on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
From the opening kickoff to the game-winning drive, the 49ers play to win. And when the game ends, it's your turn to experience the thrill of winning at Cache Creek Casino Resort. You're just a short drive away from a AAA luxury 4-diamond hotel, 11 restaurants, an award-winning golf course, and exhilarating gaming. Come play and win at Cache Creek Casino Resort. Proud partner of the San Francisco 49ers. Please play responsibly.
In San Francisco, every day feels like a highlight reel. From unforgettable neighborhood experiences to legendary moments on the field, this is where passion, innovation, and culture collide. Whether you're here for the game, the food, or the culture, San Francisco delivers memories that last a lifetime. It's not real until you believe. Believe in San Francisco. See why the world comes here to compete, to create, and to celebrate by planning your next visit at sftravel.com. Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want, Tire Rack makes it easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and the best selection of tires. Go to TireRack.com to see their exclusive test results, tire ratings, and consumer reviews. And be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar, the better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola. Listen to that endless pour. Pure refreshment. If it sounds this good, just imagine how it tastes. Oh yeah, so good. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Let your taste decide.
Brought to the 49ers faithful by Scratchers from the California Lottery, reminding you to play like a pro and get in on the action with Game Day Scratchers. A little play can make your day.
After the 2-minute warning, the Browns false start on what would have been 3rd and 21. So now it's 3rd and 26 from the Niners' 44. Cleve Farrell sack sent us to the 2-minute warning. The 49ers now have 3 sacks today, and 2 are from him. The sack counter is sponsored by Cache Creek, proud partner of the 49ers. 3rd and 26 now for Shedeur Sanders and the Browns offense. It's the Niners 26 and the Browns 8. Shotgun snap for Sanders, 4-man rush. Farrell's coming again. He just misses Sanders, who rolls out left. Trying to set his feet, just wafts it down the left sideline. Incomplete. Cleve Farrell is on a hot streak. He has a sack in 3 of his 4 active games for the Niners so far this year, including 2 today, and he forces Sanders to throw it away for 4th and 26.
Yeah, and he forces him out of the pocket. Sanders has to step up and then step out to his left. And good foot speed by Big Jordan Elliott, the defensive tackle, because Shedeur Sanders is trying to break contain and challenge the line of scrimmage while looking downfield. And good job by Big Jordan Elliott, the former Cleveland Brown, getting flat and forcing the throwaway. Now 4th and 26.
4th and 26, shotgun snap for Sanders against a 4-man rush. He's in a clean pocket, stepping up now, looking to potentially run. Tucks and runs past the 40. He's going to slide down way shy of the sticks at the 38-yard line. 3rd, 4th down stop for the 49ers today. Sanders just gives himself up, and the Niners take over possession with 1:40 left in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and nobody open down the field. The 49ers in 4th and 26, playing everything deep to shallow. It was a 4-man route, nowhere to go for Shedeur Sanders, and wisely he just slid down and put up the white flag.
Malik Mustafa, Renardo Green, and Jair Brown put up the Shedeur Sanders watch celebration toward the Cleveland sideline. Sanders hit it last week after a win on the road in Las Vegas, but the Niners had his number today. And they send Mac Jones out under center with Brian Robinson Jr., the backup offense, in with 1:40 left in the 4th quarter. Handoff B-Rob up the middle, in between the hash marks, plunging forward for what looks like 5. Niners leading 26-8 with 1:35 left in the fourth quarter, and the Browns will take their final timeout. Give immense credit to the 49ers defense over these last couple weeks. The offense was huge in Arizona, but the defense allowed some late yards and points, and Jacoby Brissett aired the ball out. Now over these last 2 weeks, how about this? The Niners, 9 points allowed last week, and unless something crazy happens, will reset their season best today, allowing just 8.
Yeah, and outstanding against Carolina, who beat the Rams today, right?
Yep,
that's unbelievable. Tell you what, in the defense, again, the most important thing is the scoreboard. Getting the takeaways, the turnover on downs, obviously big for them. The special teams were outstanding today, and we talked about what a factor they would need to be in this game, and they certainly rose to the occasion. And then offensively, what Brock and the passing game were able to do on third down, unbelievable when you consider the opponent and how good Cleveland has been all season long on the money down.
2nd down 5, handoff for 4 to Brian Robinson Jr. up the right hash. So it's 3rd down and 1. Ball at the 47-yard line of San Francisco. Niners trying to ice the game with Mac Jones under center. 26-8 the lead, 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jones takes it and surges forward on a quarterback sneak for 2. He gets to the 49-yard line with a first down. There's a 10-second difference between the game clock and the play clock, so the 49ers have to run one more, but they've iced it 26-8. They'll win over the Cleveland Browns.
What a huge win for this football team, and they're going to get 6 days off, 5 or 6 days off, the bye week in week 14, which is crazy, and then come back with all of it still out in front of them with 4 games, 3 of them being at Levi's Stadium, the other one in a dome in Indianapolis.
In victory formation, Mac Jones takes a knee, a backflip behind him from Kendrick Bourne to celebrate a 26-8 win. The 49ers win 3 straight games for the first time since their 3-0 start, and they play all weeks between weeks 1 and 13 and get to 9-4 on the year, 6-2 on the road. What a performance for the 49ers today, who pitch a second-half shutout and allow a season-low 8 points to the Browns, and they knock off Shedeur Sanders and company in his first career home start. So the Niners win 26-8. They're 9-4. We've got so much more coming on the U.S. Bank 49ers Radio Network.
From the bustling parking lots filled with tailgaters to the packed stands of Levi's Stadium, the spirit of the San Francisco 49ers is everywhere. And right there with that winning spirit woven into every cheer and every celebration is